inside the Amarillo Civic Center as it's time for Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey. I'm Chet Yoder, and this evening the Mudbugs will play Game 3 of their first round playoff series against the Amarillo Bulls. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chet Yoder, and this is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. And the Mudbugs coming off their most emotional win the other night in game number 2 last weekend, as they were able to come back from a 1-0 deficit late in the game, tie the game up on Joe Mack's heroics at 19:25, and that was after Amarillo failed to punch in the empty net tally twice. Dawson Chirino and Giovanni Procopio set up Mack for his first goal of the series at 19:25. And then in overtime at 4:13, it was Billy Fetchko who wired home his first of the series from Brimmer and Dorfman, and it sent the Mudbug faithful into a frenzy. That momentum is what the Mudbugs are hoping can carry on into here into Amarillo for game number 3, as the series is now tied 1-1. We know there will be a game 4 tomorrow night, but we don't know what the stakes will be. Will the Mudbugs be on the brink of going into the South Divisional Final, or will they be on the brink of elimination? Those are obviously the two scenarios the Mudbugs will face after the end of tonight's game. Mudbugs obviously looking very strong last game, as they were able to come out strong. Really, I think most of the game they felt like they played a good game, but it felt like maybe Amarillo was putting Shreveport to sleep at some points, suffocating them. Shreveport able to really stick with the game plan, didn't change much, and they were able to find a way to win that contest. And the Mudbugs find themselves once again even up 1-1 in the best-of-5 series. The big shocker is on the other side, the 3-2 matchup between Wichita Falls and Lone Star. It's Wichita on top of that series, 2-0. Lone Star now facing elimination, and that series will resume from K. Yeager Coliseum in Wichita Falls on Saturday. Well, we'll talk to Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perrant after these messages. It's the Bulls and the Bugs, Game 3 of this first-round playoff series. So glad you can join us here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. We'll have more after these messages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Game 3 of this first-round playoff series between the Mudbugs and the Amarillo Bulls. Now here from the Amarillo Civic Center, we're joined by Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perrant. And, you know, I guess you can say, coming off one of those emotional overtime victories, you know, you can talk about the spirits being crushed for Amarillo and the spirits being high for the Mudbugs. But is it also difficult as a coaching staff to maybe ground the Mudbugs a little bit to bring them back off that high cloud?
Yeah, we're definitely going to take the positives out of, you know, scoring at the end of the game and coming back in overtime and winning. And, you know, we want to have that morale of high spirit and stuff like that. But, you know, it's a new game tonight, and we need to bring it from start to finish again tonight.
in Game 2. Did you guys feel like you played a better game than you did in Game 1? Because you did like the way you played in Game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we got our chances, and we didn't kind of bear down in those dirty areas of the game. And but guys showed great character, not quitting. We're a relentless group. It's been like that all year, and I was glad to see that, with 35 seconds left, we came back, and then we took it to them in overtime.
Is it kind of nice when you get a couple of guys who've been in junior hockey for a long time coming up with big goals? First, Joe Mack, a guy who's played so many games in junior hockey, and then Billy Feshko, a third-year Mudbug who's ridden that roller coaster up and down in his tenure, not playing a lot and playing a lot and kind of becoming a fixture of this team's success. Was it kind of nice to see those two really coming up with big tallies?
Yeah, and speaking of Joe, he hasn't had much playoff experience in his junior career, but he's a veteran guy, and I was happy to see, for him to break the ice there. And, Billy, he's our shooter, and he's good when he's shooting. And I was really happy for Billy to pull that off for us.
How's practice been this week in preparation for this Game 3?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, obviously spirits were high. Guys are confident, and I think that jolt of confidence should carry us over into tonight.
You get great news on Connor Gato. He's back in the lineup. He'll be on that line that you love so much with Joe Mack and Garrett Steele. Kind of nice to have number 7 back.
Yes, that's definitely right, Chet. I mean, that line probably the last 2 months of the season was one of our better lines, and we're happy to have the band back together as per se, and it should give us a bit of a spark plug to this evening.
You guys go back to Cole Hudson between the pipes. I mean, obviously coming off a great victory in Game 2, I don't think there was any. Was there any kind of debate on who you were going to go back with on Game 3?
No, I think this is we're in the business of winning hockey games, and when you got a goalie winning, you kind of have to ride that wave. And like I said, like going into playoffs, we could have played either guy to start, and we knew we had another guy there waiting in the wings. Whatever happens, not even like Arseny played bad on Game 1, but we switched something up, and Chuddy was solid for us. It was a high focus game, and he was up for the task.
Now you play this Game 3. It's a Thursday tilt, so it's I guess you can say a shorter week of preparation on the road. Do you want to see anything different as far as the key to the game?
No, I think we need to play that connected game of everybody on the ice being connected, and getting pucks deep and not giving Amarillo any chance to counterattack. I mean, they feed off of that, and we realize that, and so we try to keep the game simple. It's a road game. We've done well on the road this year, so hopefully take that confidence in tonight's game.
Coach, thanks for the time, and good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot, Chet.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram Pre-Game Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522. As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into the Amarillo Civic Center for game number 3 of the first round of the playoff series as we continue into the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show for the Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. First for the Rocky Russo's Amarillo Bulls, head coach by Rocky Russo, like I said, assistant coach George Lewis IV. At left wing will be number 22, Harrison Scott. He's been good against the Bugs this year. At center will be the captain, number 13, Nick Martino. And on the right wing will be number 12, Jordan Venegoni. On defense will be number 5, Nick Deneen. And number 6, Antonio Fernandez. Getting the start in nets, the polarizing figure between the pipes. But boy, he's given the Mudbugs troubles throughout this series is number 35, Andrew Takix. He's 1-0 with a 1.45 goals against and a .962 save percentage. And boy, he has really sparked a lot of, I guess you can say, fireworks with some of the words he said towards the Amarillo media. He feels his team has the momentum, and he feels him and the Bulls have outplayed Shreveport for all of last weekend except the last 35 seconds and overtime. We'll see how those kinds of remarks will affect tonight's game. Here are your Whataburger starting lineups for Jason Soupy Campbell, Shreveport Mudbugs, head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell, associate head coach Rich Perrant, development and operations Gavin Morgan, and honorary assistant Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 24, Gio Procopio. At center will be number 13, Mason McCormick, and on the right wing will be number 15, Dawson Sherino. Getting the start defensively, but number 32, Chris Hedden, and number 4, Davis Gockler. Getting the start in nets, coming off a 29 save performance in game number 2. He has a 0.95 goals against, a .967 save percentage in the postseason. He's 1-0 from Tonawanda, New York. Will be number 30, Cole Hudson. And boy, Hudson has been terrific all year for the Bugs. And the Mudbugs take the third best league's road record here into their most important game of this postseason. Game number 3 between the Bugs and the Bulls. Shreveport 25-3 away from George's Pond in Hirsch Coliseum. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups. Just like you like it. I like a little barbecue chicken strip sandwich. Throw some Louisiana hot sauce on that baby. It becomes a nice spicy delight for yours truly. Whataburger, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. The Mudbugs onto the ice in their black jerseys. Amarillo in their home whites. I want to thank all our 2020, 2021 Shreveport Mudbug Billet families. A big thanks to Dennis and Jean Fisher, Leanne and Brian Bechtel, Miss Harriet Bonney, Zach and Jordan Choate, Levi and Charlie Dew, Jordan and Lindsey Gamble, Keith and Becca Gibbs, Mr. Jim Hacker, Spencer and Candace Hardy, Brian and Kristen Hill, Ed and Jennifer Horton, Jeff and Nicole Lowe, James and Amanda Meyer, Miss Karen Mitchell, our brilliant Mudbugs Billet coordinator, Carlene Mudd, Martin and Carla Mueller, along with Chucky Landry and family, Scott and Karen Musket, Ronnie and Bridget Peterson, Kyle and Paige Porter, Randy and Tanya Reeves, Casey Ryan and Dave Percana, Amy and Trey Salters, Miss Tammy Sutton, and Mark and Shannon Weldon for all being proud billets of the 2020-2021 Mudbug Billet families. Hashtag love our billets, and a special thank you to Mr. Dave Percana, who had to drive Billy Fetchko down here to Amarillo last night after he was sick on Monday, didn't feel good, didn't make the bus ride, and Dave Percana able to travel all 8-9 hours to get number 23 down here for game number 3 of this first round playoff series. A big hello to all our raucous Mudbug fans out in the Bossier City Buffalo Wild Wings location in our watch party. A big hello to all of our fantastic fans tuned in this evening for game number 3. Have some boneless wings on me. I like I'm more of the Caribbean jerk. Yeah, give me the Caribbean jerk and hot buffalo with some extra blue cheese, add some celery and carrots to wash it down. Now will you please rise for tonight's national anthem? And we will have a ceremonial puck drop before we have our national anthem. Like I said, the Mudbugs in their black jerseys with the white numberings and letterings on the back. Mudbug logo in front. They'll skate from right to left here in the first period. The Bulls in their home whites with the Bulls jersey in front and the red numberings and letterings on the back. Cole Hudson to my right. Andrew Takix to my left. There will be a Game 4 tomorrow night, same time, same place, 7:05 from the Amarillo Civic Center, 6:50 with the Landers Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. We'll have it for you here as we have a few more ceremonial puck drops. Mudbucks felt good, had a morning skate this morning, and it was good. About a 30 to 45-minute skate. Now we ask you please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem before game number 3. Another beautiful rendition of tonight's national anthem here from the Amarillo Civic Center. Nicknamed the Budweiser Bullpen. We all know Coors Light's better. And a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Our first period tonight brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Goals have been hard to come by in this series. Mudbugs looking to change that. They've had a lot of scoring success, especially on the road. And they have the third best league's road record in the North American Hockey League. 20 wins, 5 losses, and 3 that have gone into overtime and shootout. Mudbugs' big addition to this series is Connor Gato. He was out with an upper body injury last weekend. They probably thought he maybe could have gone in Game 2, but they felt the play on the cautious side and hold him out for game number 2. Jacob Onstadt did a fantastic job in his place. But Connor Gato back in the lineup and lined up with Joe Mack and Garrett Steele. It's like the grumpy young line there, with Grandpa Joe along with Steele and Gato. And now it's McCormick and Nick Martino for the Landers. Opening puck drop in game number 3 of our first round playoff series. Puck is dropped, battled, tied up, and won there by Martino. He'll go to the near half wall. Fernandez will flip it back out to center, possessed there by McCormick. To the far side, it goes to Gockler. To the far side now, he'll just knock it in to the far corner. Big hit atop this head of Chirino. Now Chirino has it to the near corner, threw it upstairs. He ran in to Martino. Now the loose puck flagged down there by Venegoni, tied up there in front of the Amarillo bench, squeezed out there by Chirino, knocked off the far side boards, taken there by Gockler behind the Mudbugs net. He'll grab it now behind Hudson and glide it back out to the left up ahead there to Hedden. Chris Hedden now to the far side, enters the zone, bunting a blast, stick save made, rebound chance. Was covered up, smothered up there by Fensterstock, knocked back in there by Vermaelen, delayed offsides for Shreveport, touched up, Dalmani to the far side, on over to Deneen, off the stick of Fensterstock as the puck trickles in deep. Hudson just softly caresses it into the near corner. Bunting takes it off the wall. Vermaelen will play it to the far side there to Hallard. Hallard now just pops it back out to center. Puck now wristed back in to the Mudbug zone there by Del Monte. Now here comes Brazil. Off the left side, he ladles that puck in deep and gives a little how-do-you-do shove on Messick. Messick to the near corner of his own zone. Puck now checkered back out to center, taken there by Gato. Gato dropped off there to Mackus. Shot there from the high slot. Glove save made there by Takix. So great to see Connor Gato back in the lineup after his upper body injury. And a big hello to the Gato family tuned in tonight from Jacksonville, Florida. Glad to have everybody with us. Mr. J and Miss Kathy Gato. It's great to see those two last weekend for games number 1 and 2. Face off now to the right of Takix. Joe Mack will take it. Joe Mack able to win it. Gato back up top to the point there to Colson out the left point there to Metcalf. He'll just softly play it in behind the cage. Mishandled there by Gato, but he pins it along the walls there with Jopchen. That's a size mismatch, and it's won there by Jopchen. Now to the far half wall. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone there. Battling for it now, right point. Colson wins the scrum. Colson now has it. He'll softly play to the point. Quick shot there by Metcalf. Gets deflected into the near corner. Kept in there by Steele. Played back to the left point. Colson, a ripper, goes wide. Now to the far corner. Checking in there is Brimmer for the first time this evening. Brimmer behind the cage. Centering feed there by Joe Mack. Got blocked off. Played back out to center. Good pace to this one. Stolen away there by Fetchko. Flipped up ahead there to Brimmer. Brimmer now to the far corner, in deep into the Amarillo zone. Tied up there by Vasadin. Now ringed around the rosy there to Hedden. Quick shot, paddle save made there by Takix from the short side. And the puck now is saucered all the way down. No icing as it was tipped on its way through. Gockler stretch pass off the stick of Brimmer as it gets deflected into the Amarillo zone to the right of Takix. Mudbugs battling for it, but Vlasic is going to zip it up ahead there to Stapleton. Black out to center. Siffringer now sails it into the Mudbug zone behind the cage. Gockler now roughed up there by Siffringer, the former Odessa Jackalope, the former Lone Star Barama. To the far corner now. Stapleton tries to twist it off and shake off Gockler off his back. Now a battle knocked back out to center there by Dorfman, the Dartmouth commit. Now up the middle of the ice to Black, and he'll blast it back into the Mudbug zone. Slowed down there and settled down there by Gockler. The coming Georgia native to the left up ahead there to Hedden. The Kalamazoo, Michigan native up ahead there to Gockler. Off the stick now of Procopio, and it's worked in deep into the Bull zone. Now to the near half wall, Venegoni mishandled. Here comes McCormick. Quick wrister, hit the post with the shot. Oh, boy, what a chance there for Sherino as McCormick threw it toward the net. Sherino on the rebound, hits the far post. Puck dumped back into the Mudbug zone. Good pace to this one and good pressure by the Mudbugs. Puck rimmed into the near corner. Taken there by Brazil. He'll just kind of throw a dribbler toward the net, and Takix will stop it. Good pace to this one. Almost 4 minutes gone by in the opening frame. It is still a scoreless affair. Now along to the near corner, near circle. Here comes Vermont, and right in front there is Weber, kept in there by Heidi. Now over to Bunting. Bunting, far circle, quick wrister, and a glove save made there by Takix. Face-off battle at one there by Shreveport. Now to the far corner. Heidi gets wrestled into the far corner there by Siffinger. Behind the cage now. Bunting battling for it. Now to the far corner. Played out free to the point. Brazil will just knock it off the walls. Behind the cage is Vermont. Vermont has it. He'll go low to high there to Heidi. Heidi now to the left point there to Brazil. Throws it off the stick. Turnaround shot there by Bunting went wide. Now to the far corner, Vermont tries to stay with it. Good zone time here for the Bugs as Bunting does some dirty work down low as the Mudbugs get a change on the fly. Into the far corner, Steele going to try to grab it. Intercepted there by Vlasic And now taken out there by Ripke, the Wisconsin Badger commit. And he able to jab it back out to center, and Black will brush it in. I'm understanding we're having some hockey TV issues back at home. We're trying to get that rectified as soon as we can. 5:05 gone by and counting here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Puck lambasted back into the Bulls zone there by Gato, held in there by Colson from the right point. He'll work it in deep there to Gato. Back to Colson. Quick shot. Save made. Rebound chance. Fetchko couldn't corral the rebound. Got a stick tied up there by Carroll. And the puck is knocked off the far side boards all the way down. Colson behind the cage will flag it down. Off the far side corner over to Gato. Now behind the cage, Metcalf grabs it, the California native. Well, backhanded up ahead off the stick of Gato, back out to center. Deneen now will ding it off the far side boards, back into the Mudbug zone. Great pace to this one. Shots 8-0 in favor of Bugs hockey. Now to the far corner. Puck now softly wristed all the way down the length of the ice. Should be icing on Shreveport, and it will be. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. 5:58 gone by here in the first period. The Bulls, nothing. The Mudbugs, nothing. Face off to the far corner. Colson now winged around the near side boards. Mudbugs trying to get the puck out of trouble behind the cage of Hudson. Now softly wagon wheeled off the far side boards. Now battling for it there is Fetchko trying to win it out of the scrum. Good scrum battle win there by Fetchko. Played out free to the near corner. Chopped at there by Metcalf. And he chops it up ahead to the right point. Now trying to just cue ball it out there is Sanum. Right in front of the Mudbugs bench. Trying to weed whack it out there was Dorfman. Good job to get it out of trouble. Schmid works it back out to center. And Dombrowski will just rattle it back into the far corner. Now behind the cage, Venegoni, centering feed, blocked off there by Dorfman. Dorfman off the far side boards, up ahead there to Procopio. He'll forward it up ahead there to Sherino. He'll take a U-turn back now, up across the red line. He'll just smack it back into the Amarillo zone. Jopjen to the near side there to Deneen of his own zone. Skates up now the right side. And he worked it off the stick of Venegoni. And that puck deflected into the Mudbugs bench with 12:51 remaining here in the opening frame. Shots are 8-0 in favor of Bugs hockey. You could not have asked for a better start to this contest. If you're Coach Soupy, outside of scoring goals, they have dominated early. Outside the near Mudbugs blue line, chopped at one there by Amarillo. Twisted back into the Mudbug zone there by Black. Behind the cage now. Trying to get a position there is Stapleton. Now to the far corner. Now. Kind of tackled down there was Siffinger. Across the back there was McCormick. Quick shot. Steered aside there by Hudson. Through traffic there by Siffinger. Siffinger and McCormick tied up. And now they untangled themselves voluntarily. Now from right to left. Head in. Up across the blue line rather. To the right point, Weber will let it go there for Vermaden. Vermaden knocks it into the far corner. Good check there by Weber on Jopjen. Now bounced off the near side boards, back out to center. Big hit there. Vermaden levels Black as the puck is speared back into the Bulls zone there by Bunting. To the right of Takix. Behind the cage now, Jopjen has it from the left side. Behind Venegoni all the way down. I don't think they're going to call. Oh, they did call icing. Rocky Russo doesn't like it, but it did hit off a deflection behind him. And we got a break in the action with 11:47 remaining here in the first period. Still no score. It's a four-man crew tonight. Your referees, Ian McKimbridge and Trevor Wolford. Your linesmen, Kendall Hanley and James McQuestion. I hope we've gotten all our technical issues fixed on the hockey TV side of things, as I've been notified that there have been some camera issues, and we'll get that fixed as soon as we can. I do apologize deeply about that. Now play to the far side. Now knocked off the stick of Joe Mack. Steals pass, intercepted, thrown toward the net. It gets blocked. Trying to throw it toward the net there was Harrison Scott. Now off the near side glass, back out to center. Battling for it, Messick works it in from the right side, bumped off the puck. Now Brazil will flip it between his legs up ahead there to Brimmer off the stick of Dorfman. He'll sweep it back into the Bull zone to the right of Takich. Brimmer's got it. Brimmer now waits from the near half wall, back up top to Colson. Colson at the right point, throws it off the near side boards. Metcalf in deep there to Brimmer. Brimmer, far circle, quick shot, stick save, rebound chance, poked at just wide. That was Sanum in front. Now to the near half wall, Metcalf through the slot, mishandled there by Dorfman. Now far half wall, back to Metcalf. Metcalf throws it toward the net, tipped out, save made there by Takich. Another right pad stop made there by Takich on Brimmer. Now Coughlin able to spill it back out to center, one-on-one. And he has nobody with him and gets mauled into the near corner. Amarillo wanted a penalty. They're letting him play like they've been doing the rest of the series. Chirino going to take a U-turn back behind his own, back into his own zone. 10 minutes left here in the first. Chirino to the near corner. Taken there by Schmid. Oh, hard hit as Chirino and Fernandez ran into each other. Puck now just checkered back into the near corner. Delayed offsides. And now here comes Weber, far half wall, back into the Amarillo zone. And now the puck is just barreled all the way down the length of the ice there by Amarillo. And another icing in this contest, this one against Amarillo. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. 9:13 remaining here in the opening frame. Still no score, and I am still hearing about some technical difficulties on the camera side of things. We're trying to get that fixed as soon as we can. Face off from the right wing circle, one there by Shreveport. Haller played back up top. Brazil couldn't hold the zone. Oh, no. It's an offside. Is this one going to go all the way back down into the Mudbug zone? I think so. And we got a break in the action. 9:07 remaining here in the first period of game number 3. Shots 10-1 in favor of Bugs hockey. Still no score from the Amarillo Civic Center. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into the Amarillo Civic Center. 2021-2022 season tickets are on sale. Give us a call during business hours at 318-636-7094. Our wonderful director of ticket sales, Miss Kimberly Jacks, has you covered for the best seats in the house for the whole season. Email her, Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com, or give us a call at 318-636-7094. Face off the near Amarillo blue line. Won there by the Mudbugs. Brazil able to blast it toward the empty net. They score! That was a far circle shot toward an empty net, and the Mudbugs take advantage. After Takix was behind the net, he played it, misplayed it around the boards, and I believe it was Garrett Steele who knocked it in. Garrett Steele's first of the postseason, and a clumsy play by Takix is the Mudbugs' biggest reward at 11:08. Or check that, 11 minutes exactly of the first period. My goodness, what a goal. Toward the net, stick save made, rebound chance, glove save made there by Takix on a shot from the right point there by Hallard. Boy, Takix came out of his cage, misplayed it around the far side boards, and Steele was there toward an empty net, and the Mudbugs take advantage of a gift, and they're up 1-0. On their 11th shot of the night. Face-off battle at one there by Amarillo. Mudbugs with the early 1-0 lead. Played back out to center, taken there. Here comes Scott into the near corner. Loses his balance a bit and the edge of the puck. Now to the far corner. Venegoni dropped it back in there for Scott. Now played there to Martino to the near corner. After the Mudbugs take advantage of a yawning net. They have a 1-0 lead with 8:18 and counting here in the first period of game number 3. Thrown toward the net, knocked out of trouble there by Colson. Now Venegoni. Played back to the right point there by Dalmani. Dials one toward that stick save, rebound chance. Poked at, bad stop made there by Hudson. That was Harrison Scott right in front. Into the Amarillo zone now. Dalmani will spin it around. Garrett Steele unassisted. Once again at the 11-minute marker of this contest. And the Mudbugs have a 1-0 lead. Broken out free. Martino thrown toward the net. Blocked off there by McCormick, and he'll knock it off the far side boards back out to center. Now behind the cage of the near corner. Gockler up ahead there to Sherino. A giveaway. And good steal there by Sherino to block off Dombrowski in his tracks. As now it looks like the Mudbugs come in offsides. 11 minutes into the first period. Garrett Steele able to steal one. And boy, Andrew Takix, one of the most polarizing figures in the North American Hockey League, might want to hide after that one. That was a big blunder on his part, and the Mudbugs burned him pretty good with the game's first goal. Now to the far half wall. Weber cannot grab it. Ripke now up to the near corner. Good hard check there by Bunting as he rattles the cage of Vlasic. Now to the far corner. Here comes Ripke. Throws him toward the net. It goes wide. Now toward the net. Coughlin from the near corner. Stick save made there by Hudson, and he'll cover it up for no rebound opportunity. 6:50 remaining here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. It is a 1-0 score in favor of Bugs Hockey. A big shout out to all of our wonderful fans at Buffalo Wild Wings in Bossier City. We hope everybody is enjoying themselves. Beer, Mudbugs hockey, and great wings. What more do you want? Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey and the best host site tonight for our Mudbugs viewing party. Face off to the left of Hudson. Battle at, and it was won there by Amarillo. Guys going down now near half wall. Siffinger a drive, and a glove save made there by Hudson, and he'll cover it up. Garrett Steele's first of the postseason is your State Farm drive of the game. Get the best car insurance from Ben Tolis at State Farm by giving him a call at 318-688-1522. Ben Tolis from State Farm, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. We have believed to get most of our hockey TV issues rectified as a shot there from Ethan Green at the right point gets blocked. And I'm glad to hear that as we were able to get that fixed a few minutes in. Now behind the cage of Hudson, thrown through the goal mouth. It went wide. Now a shot toward the net from the near corner there by Ethan Green, is smothered up there by Hudson. Amarillo has 8D. That was the only change into their lineup of Game 2. They added Ethan Green to the lineup. 6:17 remaining here in the first period. It's brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. It's the Mudbugs 1 and the Bulls nothing after Andrew Tackix played a puck out of his own cage and rimmed it around the far side board. Steele was right there, and Steele slammed home his first of the series and the first of this contest 11 minutes in. Face off to the left of Hudson. Face off one there by Amarillo. Toward the net, save made there by Hudson. As Scott speared one toward the net. Now to the far corner. Mudbugs. Shot total starting to even up a little bit between Amarillo. 11-7 now. Now played back into the Bull zone. Thrown in front. Turnaround shot there by Dorfman. He shot it wide. He got kind of tied up and went in deep a bit. Now Dorfman able to hammer it back into the near corner. Brimmer to Fetchko. His one-timer went wide. Held in there by Metcalf to the right point. Brimmer was tied up a bit there by Delmonte. It's a couple of big boys. Now checked along the back. Brimmer's got the puck. Held up a little bit to the far corner. Worked in deep behind the cage there to Fetchko. Thrown in front. One-time shot. And a pad stop made there by Tackix. As sprawling through the slot there was Dorfman. Played back out to center. Here comes Messick from the left side. Thrown toward the net. It deflects off the stick of Metcalf and goes into the protective netting. With 5:18 remaining here in the first. Mudbugs 1, the Bulls nothing. If you want to have your private birthday party at George's Pond, you can do that. Private ice skating sessions and private party rooms are available. All you have to do is email Grace at mudbugshockey.com, or give her a call at 318-636-7094. Face off one there by Shreveport. Head in, led off the stick of Weber, and it's going to be an icing on Bugs Hockey. Big hello to the Weber family. It was good to see them last week, and I have to thank Miss Debbie for those delicious frosted cream cookies. Those were dangerous. I could only eat half of one. It was very dangerous, but Miss Debbie Weber putting herself on the map of Mudbug hockey moms who are able to deliver us great cookies. Miss Kate and, of course, Miss Heather Gockler are on the top of that list as well. Now to the near corner, back to hockey. To the far corner, Vermont has it. Up ahead there to Weber. Back out to center. Now to the far half boards. Good check there by Gockler to block his man into the tracks. That was Carroll. Now taken away. Thrown toward the net. Save made there by Hudson. As Coughlin threw a ripper toward the net. Great shoulder save from the far side. There by Hudson, and he smothers up on any rebound opportunity. You can see Amarillo starting to get their feet under him with 4:49 remaining here in the first period. Face off to the right of Hudson. 4:44 in counting, rather. Face up one there by Amarillo to the far corner. Vassinen Played up to the left point now, intercepted there by Steele, and Steele will just shovel it back into the Bulls zone. Steele like a cannon, and he throws Vlasic into the near corner boards. Gato now in on the forecheck to try to grab the loose biscuit, but it's taken away there by Vlasic. He'll just dish it back on over to Ripke. Ripke now along the right side. Dombrowski cross eyes off the stick of Vasanen. Now just throwing a little bit of a bouncer toward the net. Easy routine stop made there by Hudson, and he'll cover it up with 4:12 remaining here in the first period. Brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Shreveport 1, Amarillo nothing. Just a terrific start to this contest for the Bugs. Stick around for the Brookshire Spoon Pharmacy First Intermission Show. We'll talk to Cole Hudson. Had another sit down with him, and I have to say it was as good, if not a better interview than I had with him last time. Always good to talk to number 30. Face off to the right of Hudson, won there by Shreveport. Played back there by Brazil, the Granville captain. In his second year as captain, 30 years a Bug, and of course this is his last year. To the left, there to Hallard, shoved back to Brazil, now to the far side there to McCormick. He'll just strike it into the far corner. Now blocked off, McCormick tries to hold the zone, spun around, there's Procopio off the scrum now. Puck now kind of just pecked away at, one there by Amarillo. Now Stapleton to his left there to Siffinger to the far corner. Hard check there by Procopio as he seals his man up along the walls. And now a battle won there by Brazil as he's able to cut the lane off up ahead there to McCormick. The cheesehead up ahead there to Chirino. Chirino throw back to Brazil, and it went behind him. Now Chirino holds the zone from the top of the point. Skates in, far circle, quick wrist shot. Stick save made there by Takix. Boy, Brazil knocked that net kind of off its mooring, and then it went back onto its mooring. That play was kept alive for Chirino, who had a glorious look on that second chance in the offensive zone. Shots now 13-9 in favor of Bugs hockey as they have a 1-0 lead with 3:20 remaining here in the opening frame of game number 3. Series tied 1 apiece. Face off in the right wing circle. Dorfman to take it. One there by Amarillo. Now behind the cage there to Messick. Messick's pass off the stick of Venagoni. In deep, should be icing into the Mudbug zone on Amarillo. Your icings, as always, brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. Game 4 of the series will be tomorrow night. 7:05, puck drop, 6:50 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. We'll have it to you right here. We hope you can join us for game number 4 of this best-of-5 series. Face off in the left wing circle. Battle, spun, won there by Dorfman, but taken away there by Venagoni. He goes 2-on-2. On a rush to my right. Quick wrister. And a stick save made there by Hudson from the far circle there by Harrison Scott. Now to the near corner. Jabbed at there by Metcalf. Taken away there by Venagoni. Now slid back on over to Martino. He'll relay it back to the right point there to Messick. Thrown toward the slot. Glove down there by Messick. Or rather Metcalf. Now taken there by Messick. And Messick gets hauled down there in the near corner there by Dorfman. Now to the left point. On over to Weber, thrown toward the net. Glove save made there by Takix, and he'll cover it up. There was a hit after the whistle, and Metcalf did not appreciate it. Martino was up in his grill. Martino's going to skate off. Metcalf's going to clock the number, and those two might revisit each other at a later time in this contest. One thing the Mudbugs do not want to do is get caught in any kind of extracurricular activities that would cost them penalty minutes and put them a man down. They did a great job in game number 2 as they went penalty free. Hard to do. Face off one there by Amarillo. Vlasic played up ahead, blocked off there by Gockler as he cancels out that passing attempt. Now to the far half wall, poked at there by Vermont and can't poke it out. Now chipped away at there by Gockler, blocked off there by Coughlin. To the far corner, Vermont trying to pop it out. Now knocked away there by Weber, held into the zone of the Mudbugs. Now to the near side it goes there to Bunting. Bunting will glide back out to center, and he'll just bang it into the Bulls zone. He's got Vermaelen in on the forecheck. Along the end boards, kicked around there by Vermaelen. Held in there behind the Amarillo net. That's Vermaelen. Vermaelen now gets taken down. Mudbugs bench looking for a call. Into the far corner now. Weber will whack it around to the near half wall. Gato from the near circle, played back to Hedden from the left point. Now it throws it to the right point. Gockler throws it toward the net. Stick save made there by Takix, and he'll cover it up. With 1:38 remaining here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Shreveport 1, Amarillo nothing, thanks to Garrett Sneal's goal 11 minutes in, unassisted. I'm Chet Yoder, coming to you live from the Amarillo Civic Center. So glad to have you with us wherever you may be. For Mudbugs hockey, played to the right point, held in there by Hallard. He'll softly just drip it into the far corner. Joe Mack now will let it go there for Gato. Along to the near corner to the right of Takix. Trying to work it out free there is Steele. Throws it toward the net. It goes wide. Now dipping into the zone there is Hallard. Trying to let it go, and now tied up Stick, and Deneen wins that battle. Now taken down there is Ripke. Mudbugs hold the zone. Over to Brazil. Brazil waits. Blast one toward the net. Blocked off there by Dombrowski. Back to Brazil. He'll softly play it in for his buddy Sanum, who we helped bring into Shreveport months ago. Brazil thrown back to Procopio. Through the slot. Quick shot goes wide. And now to the far corner. Whoa, Takix did not know where that puck was. Procopio pelts it into the near corner. Now played back to the left point. Less than a minute to go here in the opening frame. Played out free off this stick. Vassinen couldn't hold it cleanly. And now Sherino will softly slice it back out to center. Taken back to the near side there to Brazil. And swinging around behind the Mudbugs net there is Procopio. He'll drop it off there for Johnny Hallard. Hallard from New Jersey with 25 seconds left from right to left to the near side there to Procopio. He works it in. Near circle shot. In and out of the glove of Takix. Now Sherino waits. Tees one up. Blocked off there by Messick. Played off the far side boards, and Siffinger will scale it back into the Mudbug zone. 10 seconds left. Along the end boards. Got a traffic jam. Bunch of bodies falling. Worked out free there by Procopio. Procopio kisses it off the far side glass back out to center, and that'll do it. Good first period on the road for the Bugs hockey squad. They have to be happy with what they accomplished, outshooting Amarillo 16-10 and getting a goal on a yawning net off a mistake from Andrew Takix, and it was Garrett Steele cashing in from the far half wall, making it a 1-0 lead for Bugs hockey. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. After these messages, we'll talk to Mudbugs goaltender Cole Hudson. It's the Bugs 1, the Bulls nothing in game number 3. First intermission coming up next. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you either as a small business owner or individual with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into our Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show here in Amarillo. As this is, as we're still in the first round of this playoff series, we're joined by one of my favorites, Mudbugs goaltender Cole Hudson and Chudsy. You know, you talk about coming in to Game 2, and you're obviously there had to be pressure on you because you guys dropped Game 1, and Arseni was in Game 1. I thought he played well in Game 1. Then they go to you. I mean, obviously, talk about the pressure of having to come up big there.
Yeah, it's kind of just you had to weather the storm a little bit at first, and Amarillo is a really offensive team, so you never know when one of their shooters are going to be able to catch you off guard. So it's all about being ready and being focused, and I think that as soon as that puck dropped on Saturday night, I was ready to go. Same with the rest of the boys, and luckily it kind of just worked out for us. We ended up battling hard and figuring it out. So, but it was a great time though.
It's funny because this team has been so good, the Mudbugs, that is. Top place in the South, consistently a winning club. And so was there a sense of maybe overconfidence going into this series?
I don't know if overconfidence is the word that we use. We like to say swagger a little bit. We like to have some swagger, but I don't think it's overconfidence. We know that we're a heck of a team, but it becomes overconfidence when we don't play the way that we know how to play, right? You can't be confident and then, not play the way we were all year. And I think that's a little bit what happened on Friday night. We kind of got away from our game a little bit, but Saturday we were back to possessing the puck, getting bodies out front, shooting the thing, and burying rebounds. And we want to keep that up all series for sure.
It's crazy how you guys are not really used to these 1-0 games. You guys have been a really, really good, high-scoring team, and Joe Max seemed to really have one of the best second halves that I've ever seen him have. And he comes up with another big goal late. I mean, you call him Grandpa Joe. You got all these little nicknames for him. And, boy, I mean, he's able to save the season. Just talk about what you saw between the pipes.
Yeah, no. So I was actually on the bench. And,
that's right. You were pulled.
So I had a pretty good view for Joe's angle right there. And I saw it kick out to him. And then I saw Takis move over. And I'm like, oh, he's going to make another save here. And then, I know Joe. He's been shooting on me all year. Buries one back bar. And, I jumped right off the boards. I wanted to be a part of the train going through. I was so fired up. It was great. It was awesome. But he's a 3-4 year junior guy. He's got a lot of experience. And then when we need a clutch shot, we need a guy to finish for us. That number 12 is always there for us. So.
And talk about another teammate, Billy Fetchko, the guy who was the hero, who is also a third-year Mudbug, and a guy who's ridden that roller coaster very similar to yours, and where he's going to be and what his future lies. And I mean, boy, everybody talks about his slapper and how good it is. And I mean, just talk about that play developing, and you were between the pipes for that one. And I mean, boy, Dorfman seems to be a magician on the ice the way he sees these plays develop.
Oh yeah, the way that kid can find the tiniest little thread. He's like a quarterback, honestly. Yeah. The way he can do that. But no, I saw Dorf roll up, and I saw Billy slide in back door a little bit, and I was like, oh my God, please pass it. And then as soon as I saw that ref's hand go for a goal, I was skating as fast as I could down the other side of the ice. So it was electric. I mean, the fans were going. It's different when we don't score for 30 seconds. It's all of a sudden overtime. Everyone's going. The atmosphere is crazy. So it was a lot of fun.
You can talk about how this might have been a regular game, but I mean, obviously, a playoff game, and this was your first in junior hockey. I mean, going into the morning of when you were going to go Game 2, I mean, there had to be a sense of excitement, nervousness. Do you have any kind of rituals that you do on game days when you're starting? And was there anything different on Saturday?
I do have a lot of rituals, but try to keep them the same. I try to mimic consistency with them. So, playoffs, nothing changes. But I couldn't have my full 45-minute nap. I kept waking up every 12, 15 minutes because I was fired up. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I even need a nap. I think I'm good to go. But, I stuck to everything normal that I usually do, and you don't want to change up too much, and I try to be a little bit ritualistic, and it paid off for us. So
when you were a kid and you were playing this position at a younger age, did you think about man, what if I'm between the pipes, playoff overtime hockey? Did you ever have those imaginations, those dreams?
Oh yeah, of course. I remember the one that I vividly remember is I want to do that was when I don't know, maybe 2008, 2010, whatever, when Boston Bruins won the cup, and Tim Thomas went to go skate down the other side of the ice, and he fell at the hash marks. And I was like, if I ever win a Stanley Cup, I'm not falling at the hash marks. I can't do it. So yeah, I mean, we think about this stuff all the time, since we were kids, and it's a little bit different. North American League, of course, but playoff hockey is playoff hockey. It's fast, it's physical, and it's intense. And we're all really excited for it, and we're so happy we can do it this year. We got robbed of it last year, so.
I wanted to ask you about one of your idols, Ryan Miller.
Yep.
And I thought about you when he decided to retire. He's going to hang it up. Talk about his influence on you with that position, being a Buffalo goalie. I would say arguably the face of the franchise for so long, and obviously so good for so long. When you found out about that, I mean, I'm sure you probably had a reaction.
Oh yeah, it was definitely sad. Ryan Miller, he's as corny as it sounds. He's the reason why I do it. Reason why I play the sport. Reason why I wear number 30. I was growing up as a kid, and I was always really fascinated by Miller. I liked the way he played, and by the time I was 5 or 6 and I was playing goalie, I would sit in front of the TV and mimic every one of his moves. And just because I wanted to be like him, and not only is he an excellent goalie, he's a straight up guy on the ice, just really good guy off the ice too. He's a great human, great family man, and that's something that I definitely want to mimic too. I mean, he's a good person. I think that's more important than hockey for sure. It's just he taught young athletes how to not only be one heck of a goalie, but also be a good human being. That's really important for me. So definitely seeing him retire was a little bit hard for me, but hopefully he's going to have a great rest of his life. So.
We're talking to Cole Hudson, Mudbugs goaltender, here on the Brookshires Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. I wanted to talk to you about Arseny Sergeyev, a guy that you guys have really seemed to split that time, and there have been times where they decided to go to you back-to-back nights, or they decided to go back to Arseny back-to-back nights. How have you guys handled that? What's your relationship with him? People always think, man, what happened to Hudson, or what happened to Harsey? And sometimes that can kind of get shuffled in the mix when one goaltender maybe played a great game and gets that start the next day. How have you guys been able to handle that, and what's your relationship with him?
As corny as it sounds, me and him are each other's biggest cheerleaders, 110%. I mean, we're both on the same page where, we just want to help the team win whatever way we can. We're not really selfish guys by any means, at least I don't think so. Yeah. But, when we find out that one guy's, going to run with it a little bit, we just support each other, and we know that we have to be ready for whatever we get called on, because it can, change in the blink of an eye. But, we really do love each other, and we support each other, and in practice we're always laughing and working with each other. And then when it comes down to game time, whoever's starting, wish them the best, give them whatever they need, and make sure that we're their biggest cheerleader for sure. So me and him just have a special relationship, even though there's a little bit of a language barrier. Sure. We really do love each other, and he's a great guy, an awesome teammate. Honestly, probably one of my favorite goalie partners. Hopefully this doesn't get out too far, but yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites. He's a great kid. So
before I let you go, I want to ask you about University of Vermont. After this season ends, wherever it may go, you are committed to the University of Vermont, and I never got to ask you, what was it about that program, and talk about the decision to go there and the goalie situation you'll be facing up there.
Yeah, so I'm going to be going in as incoming freshman, so I'll be a freshman, there will be a sophomore and a senior. And kind of just with Vermont, the whole thing was I wanted to go somewhere I was wanted, whether it was Division I, Division III, and they showed a little bit of interest in me last year, and they really pushed hard for me this year. And I talked to my parents about it, and we thought about it for a while, and I was thinking, why wouldn't you want to go to somewhere that really, really wants you, not only as a hockey player, but as a human being? And, I knew all the coaches, had a good relationship with one of them, and I just thought it'd be the best spot for me to grow as a human being, as an athlete, and hopefully get my shot to, keep working up the ranks here in this little hockey career. So,
And what are you going to study?
I'm actually going in undeclared right now. I've got a couple ideas brewing up there. We're gonna keep those to myself for now. Undeclared.
That's Cole Hudson. We hope he continues to grow between the pipes and move up to the level that I know where he wants to be, and I'm sure that he deserves to be. But that's Mudbugs goaltender Cole Hudson. Thanks for the time and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Chet. Appreciate it.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshires Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into the Amarillo Civic Center. The Mudbugs have a 1-0 lead on the prettiest goal that Garrett Steele will ever see in a Mudbug uniform when Andrew Tackix went out of his cage to my left, played it around the far side boards, and Garrett Steele was Johnny on the spot on the far half wall, and he's able to slam home his first of the series. And it's a big goal. It comes at the 11-minute mark of the first, and the Mudbugs lead 1-0. Shot totals after one, 16-10 in favor of Bugs hockey. No penalties in that first period from either team. Mudbugs now will skate from left to right in this second period tonight, brought to you by DeFata and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to DeFataPI.com. It's the long change for both teams. And the Mudbugs really got to feel like they outplayed Amarillo in that opening frame. And we'll see how that plays into this middle period. McCormick and Martino ready to duke it out for the opening faceoff of this second period. Shreveport 1, Amarillo 0. Face off, battle at one there by Martino. Off the far side boards. Slapped at there by Hedden. Now taken there by Sherino. He'll lift it into the far corner to the right of Tackix. Battling for it now. Scrum one there and squeezed out there by Venegoni. Up the middle of the ice there to Harrison Scott. Now to the near side there to Martino. They work it in to my left to the right of Hudson. Now to the right of Hudson. Procopio loses the battle. Now, shot toward the side of the post there by Scott. Hit the side of the net. Now to the far corner. Kept in there by Fernandez. Blocked off there by McCormick. Puck leveled back out, and puck laced toward the net. Glove down there by Hudson on a shot there by Deneen at center ice. And Hedden will just take his time behind the Mudbugs net. No need to rush as Hedden glides up now. Outlets it up ahead to the far side there to Bunting. Bunting now gets spun around there by Del Monte. Those two have duked it out a couple of times. Puck now just slithered back down into the Mudbug zone there by Amarillo. Into the Mudbug zone it goes to the near half wall. Vermont off the stick of Bunting as it redirects its way into the Bulls zone, but it goes down for icing on Bugs hockey. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters, cleanest shot on ice. Be sure to follow the Mudbugs on all your social media outlets. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. The always hard-working Miss Terry Mitchell. Did I say Terry Mitchell? I mean Miss Terry Johnson does a fantastic job. Miss Terry Johnson, a.k.a. Terrence. Played back to the point. Jopchin, a blast. Blocked in front. Oh, boy, that got a big piece of Vermont, and he is shooken up as the puck is shoveled all the way down into the Bull zone. Vermont going to stay on the ice because he has to, because they iced the puck. Far circle to the left of Hudson. Spun around, kicked around, won there by Vermont. He'll rim it around the near side, boards up ahead there to Weber. Weber now just steers it in to the Bull zone. Jopjen will just drop it back for Ethan Green. Amarillo with 8D tonight. Off the stick of Vassinen. Should be icing on Amarillo, and it will be. Mudbugs, really the only change to their lineup was Connor Gato being checked back in with Joe Mack and Garrett Steele, and Jacob Onstadt is out of the lineup this evening. Mudbugs still have not recorded a shot in this middle period, but just a $141 into it. Holding a 1-0 lead. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Colson has it. He'll walk the line. Now, near circle. Here comes Gato. Throws one toward the net. Glove save made there by Tackix. Boy, Gato tried to beat Tackix one-on-one. He tried to go top shelf. And you have to think the goal that Tactics gave up in this game has got to have him rattle a bit. And the Mudbugs want to get more into the dirty areas, as Coach Soupy likes to say, net front, and start messing with Tactics even more. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Thrown back, far circle shot there by Metcalf. Thrown toward the net, stick save made, rebound chance. Oh, Joe Mack was there, held in there by Metcalf. Far half ball thrown toward the net, glove save made there by Tactics. Mudbugs just throwing the biscuit all around the oven of Tactics, trying to beat the cook. And sneak one past Mama's Kitchen. Don't tell me you've never crawled into your own kitchen trying to make sure you don't wake up Mom and grab a goodie. Mudbugs looking for a goodie there. Siffinger sails it off the far side, boards in deep into the Mudbug zone. Into the near corner it goes. I've done it many times and haven't gotten caught. Behind the cage now, Stapleton to the far corner. Dropped off there to Vlasic in deep now. Into the Mudbug zone, tied up along the skate of Colson. One there by Black, thrown toward the net. It redirected wide to the far post of Hudson. Puck now just barreled all the way down. Should be icing on Bugs hockey, and it will be. Icing's once again brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. So great to have a packed house at Buffalo Wild Wings in Bossier City. Eat some boneless wings on me. I like their quesadillas, too. That's a kind of an underrated favorite for me down in Buffalo Wild Wings. But great to have loyal Mudbugs fans everywhere, including our watch party back at Buffalo Wild Wings in Bossier City. Now through the neutral zone, Martino's going to take a dip back into his own zone to the far side there to Fernandez, and Fernandez will flip it in. Along to the near corner, letting it go there for Fetchko. Fetchko now just kind of rolls it past to the far side. Hooked up a bit. There was Martino away from the play there by Colson. Rocky Russo looking for a goal. Quick snapper save made. Rebound chance. Oh, Dorfman was there. Played back to the right point. Held in there by Brimmer. Now to the point. Head and waits. Hammers one toward the net. It gets blocked behind the cage now. To the far corner. Fernandez can't hold it. Now head and thrown toward the net. Redirected wide. And a shot in front. Now, oh, look out, Amy Baker, as it goes into the Mudbugs bench. Mudbugs athletic trainer, Miss Amy Baker. Got quick reflexes. And she's having a laugh about it with the guys on the bench. 3:25 gone by here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Shreveport still having a 1-0 lead in this contest. Shots now 20-11 in this contest. Face off to the left of Tactics. McCormick, the Verona, Wisconsin cheesehead to take the face off. Tied up, good win there by McCormick, but taken away there by Fensterstock, back out to center. Gockler has it along the near side off the stick of Sherino. He'll just guide it into the Amarillo zone. Chopped back out to center, though. And Hedden's going to grab it. And Hedden will slice it back to Gockler off the stick of Sherino, and he'll pump it back into the Amarillo zone. Behind the cage of Tactics. Mudbugs trying to hold it. And now Coughlin to the far corner, tied up there along the back there by McCormick. Squeezed out there by Messick, but held in there by Sherino. Sherino now to the point. Will knock it off the near side boards there for McCormick. McCormick now will just slice it in behind the cage. Taken away there by Messick. It's a good job there by Amarillo to cut the angle off. Now angled off the near side boards in deep into the Mudbug zone. Hudson directing traffic. Going to the far side there to Hedden. Hedden now skates up, stick handles his way off to the far side boards in deep now to the far corner. Played back. Quick shot there by Procopio. Blocked off there by Messick. Now played back out to center. Corralled down there by Vassinen. Penalty coming up to Shreveport. And the first penalty of the game will go against Shreveport, and Amarillo will own the first power play of the contest. It'll be a slashing call on Sherino. And it comes at the 4:33 marker of the second period. Dawson Chirino, the guilty party. Amarillo had no power plays in game number 2. They had 2 power plays in game number 1. They're 0 for 2. Shreveport doing a good job on the first choice personnel penalty kill. Face-off tied up, one there by Amarillo. To the left point. Fensterstock has it. He glides up now into the left wing. Now played to the near corner. Martino, cross ice, mishandled there by Vassinen. It was bouncing around. Now knocked down, goes toward the net. Save made, rebound chance through traffic. Puck now cue-balled off the near side boards down the length of the ice. Great job there by Weber. And now Takic's trying to catch him on a line change. Mudbugs could not change as they were about to, but Takic's came out well out of his net to lead it up ahead, and now Amarillo is offsides. 1:32 remaining on Chirino's slashing infraction. 5:01 gone by here in the DeFatta and Associates LLC second. The Mudbugs with a 1-0 lead in game number 3. Face off. Oh, it's going to come all the way back into the Amarillo blue line. Face off 1 there by Martina. And Jopchen, one of the quarterbacks of this Bulls power plays, and a fantastic job, has it. In front of the Amarillo net, to the left over to Vassinen. Cross ice behind the skates of Martino. They'll drop it back to Jopchen. Now through the neutral zone, Martino will just drub it back into the Mudbug zone. Now off the near side boards, knocked down and held in there, and now taken there by Procopio, and he'll muscle it off the near side boards all the way down. Quick wholesale line change here for Coach Soupy. Down to 1 minute left now on Chirino's slashing infraction, the first power play of the game. Along the near side, Carroll will wing it across there to Vlasic. To the near side, Carroll can't get off the body of Joe Mack. Now kicked around a bit to the near half wall. Vlasic has it. He'll set it up now. He'll get back to the point. Vlasic will rim it near circle. Now to the near corner to Coughlin. Relayed back up top to Vlasic. Vlasic played up ahead there to Carroll. Quick shot, stick save made there by Hudson. There was a tip in front. Taken there by Joe Mack. Jolted up ahead there to Weber. It was too far as Takic's will dump it off the near side boards, but the Mudbugs will pin it along the walls and kill off some more precious seconds. Great work by Weber and Metcalf. Hard hitting going on between Vlasic and Weber. Now Carroll will lug it up the ice. Down to 5 seconds remaining on the power play for Amarillo, and Andrew Takic's quick shot, score! It was thrown in front, and Amarillo's on the board. Boy, a centering feed, and Ryan Coughlin is able to redirect it home. And we're all tied at 1. I believe it's an even strength goal at 6:33 as Chirino was getting out of the box when the goal was scored. That was great work from Paul Schmid in the near corner. And Chris Carroll will get the secondary helper, and we're all even. It's an even strength goal at 6:33. Boy, not much Hudson can do there. That was just a battle along the near corner. And that was one of those power play induced goals, but not a power play goal per se. Coughlin able to tie it up. Goal comes at the 6:33 marker. And for Ryan Coughlin, it is his first point of the postseason. And it has been an emotional week for Ryan Coughlin after he committed to RMU, Robert Morris University, and he just heard the devastating news that RMU is going to drop their hockey programs. And an emotional goal for Ryan Coughlin, able to even the score, 1-1. Mudbugs trying to respond here. Amarillo able to score on their 14th shot of the game, now shots 20-14. To the far corner now behind the cage. 1-1 is the score. Taken back out there by Schmid. Schmid now around the far side. Leveled up ahead. There now. Quick wrister. Blocked as Vasanen threw it toward the net. Oh, hard hit along the boards. Penalty coming up to Shreveport. I think it's going against Dorfman. And this is a critical moment in this game. Boy, I thought Schmid lost his balance there as he was going into the near corner to the right of Hudson. But they're going to say, I believe it's checking from behind on Dorfman with 12:57 remaining in the second. Oh, it's a holding call on Dorfman. Second power play of the night for Amarillo. They were able to score on a power play induced goal. And this one now at 7:03. They're on the man advantage again. 1-1 is the score. Tides are turning, and the Mudbugs need a spark as Brazil able to blast it off the far side boards and all the way down. The score is 1-1. The series is tied 1-1. Puck now just dished in behind the cage of Hudson, taken there by, oh, that's a great job there by Gockler, and Gockler able to whack it all the way down the length of the ice. To the far side, Venagoni will drop back to the near side there to Carroll. Carroll couldn't get past Hallard's pesky stick. And the puck smacked back out to center there by Vermanen, taken back in there by Martino. Martino now will slide it into the far corner. Knifed at there by Hallard and powered out of the zone there by Procopio. Great job there by Giovanni Procopio. Down to 1 minute left on Dorfman's holding infraction. Vasanen works it in off the far side boards there for Martino. Played back to Jobchen. Jobchen waits. Fakes. Now to the far circle. To the right wing now. Here's Vasanen. Dips a deuce. Now to the far corner. Scott couldn't handle a pass, but the Mudbugs can't rim it out. To the near corner it goes. Martino's got it. Martino, the captain for Amarillo, to the near circle. Drop down low there to Fensterstock. Played one-time shot there by Jobchen, and it's corralled there by Hudson. That was a difficult save as he didn't look like he had every bit of that biscuit, but he's able to hold it into his gear. 11:26 remaining here in the second. 29 seconds left now on Dorfman's holding infraction. 1-1 is the score. Face off now in the left wing circle. Vermanen had taken. A big hello to the Vermanen family. Tuning tonight from Canada. Face off one there by Amarillo. Jobchen's got it. Oh, tied up there was Fensterstock. Now to the near corner. Punched out there by Brazil, trying to work it out of the zone. Now spun around. Gockler pins his man into the walls. Good job here. Mudbugs still just working along the walls. This is great grinding by the Bugs. Now to the far corner. Uh-oh. Did Gockler get away with a trip? He might have. Now tripped up there was Brazil. Mudbugs bench screaming for a call. They're going to get one now. And now they're going to get the extra attacker time. Hudson's going to come off. No, they're telling him to stay. Now they're telling him to get off. Extra attacker time for Shreveport. Gockler will rattle it into the Amarillo zone, and the Mudbugs will go on their game's first power play. So the first power play of the night. Great draw there by the captain. Martino starting to bark away at the Mudbugs bench. And he was lashing out toward a call that he thought they should have got on Gockler's apparent tripping call. That was not called. It's a tripping infraction, and it's going against Yuri Vasanen. Mudbugs now will have the AEP Swepco power play on for the first time tonight, and they've got to get their power play going. They are 0 for 4 in the series. Now to the point. Colson off the initial faceoff, went thrown toward the net, blocked in front, and now to the far circle. There it's Sherino. Sherino has it, relayed back up top, but Colson couldn't hold the zone. It goes all the way down. Colson will grab it from Rochester, New York. We'll work it around now. Just throw it back on over to Procopio. He threads his way through the far blue line, intercepted there by Amarillo, kicked around now to the point, there to Colson. Colson waits to the near circle. Dorfman waits, drills one toward the net. Save made there by Takix. Boy, he tried to go upstairs, and Tackle's able to wrestle down that bad boy. 1:21 left on Vassinen's penalty. It just feels like it's the biggest key for the Bugs to go far in these playoffs is going to be the play of their special teams. Yuri Vassinen in for tripping. Now stick tied up. Mudbugs trying to win the faceoff. They do. Played back now to the right point to Metcalf. Now to the left point there to Hedden. Now back to Metcalf. One-time blast there by Fetchko. He fanned on it. Now Brimmer will bang it around the far side boards there to Hedden. Drop back to Brimmer. Brimmer now back up top to the point. Held in there by Metcalf. On over to Fetchko. Fetchko at the right point. There to Metcalf. Metcalf waits. He fakes. Goes to Hedden. Hedden now will slice it back in. Far corner. There to Brimmer. Brimmer back to Metcalf. Now to the near circle. There to Fetchko. Thrown toward the net. Looking for a tip. Tied up. Held in there. There by Fetchko. He'll flip it in behind the cage. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Brimmer on over to Fetchko. Back to the right point there to Metcalf. On over to Fetchko from the right wing. Back to Metcalf. Metcalf. Far wing, on over to Hedden, dropped to Brimmer. Brimmer back to Hedden, a hammering shot, it went wide. Held in there by Fetchko. Fetchko to the point, thrown toward the net, and it hits off the stick of Fensterstock, and it gets the protective netting. There was a lot of zone time there for the Bugs. It just could not get much pressure and much penetration towards the net. 20 seconds remaining now here on their first power play of the night. The game is tied 1-1 after Ryan Coughlin scored after their first power play expired. Face off from the right wing circle. Joe Mack cannot win the face off, but it's taken away there by Dorfman. Dorfman now levels it back up top to Colson. Colson at the point. Back to Dorfman. Right wing, drop down low, thrown through the slot. Blocked off there by Messick. Near circle. Back to Colson. Colson waits. Penalty coming to an end. Thrown toward the net. Hit save made there by Takix. Now Procopio. Penalty is over. Near half wall. Dorfman thrown back door. He missed Sherino's stick. Held in there by Joe Mack. To the point. Dorfman drills one. Short side knocked down by a high stick there by Sherino. Now touched up there by Delmonte. Mudbugs 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Now flagged in to the Mudbug zone. Off the far side board, Sherino. Back out to center. Venegoni will work it back in and loft it toward the net. Hudson will catch it down. Now Colson has it. Colson kissed off the far side glass back out to center. Scott will just spear it back on over to Ripke. Stretch pass up ahead. Stapleton, quick shot. What a right pad stop made there by Hudson. Oh, boy. He robbed Venegoni. Or check that was Harrison Scott on a busted 2-on-1 on man rush. Cole Hudson with a marvelous stop with 8 minutes to go in the second. A break in the action. It's the Mudbugs 1, the Bulls 1. This is Mudbugs playoff hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Just a remarkable save at the most critical time for Cole Hudson. As Amarillo got underneath the Mudbugs defense, looked like maybe off a line change. And it was Stapleton who slipped it up ahead to Scott in a challenging stop. But one accomplished by Hudson with 8 minutes left in the second, keeps the game tied 1-1. Shots now 21-16 in favor of Bugs hockey. Mudbugs Hockey brought to you by LED for Life, your destination for any automotive, residential, or commercial lighting needs. LED for Life. Go to ledforlifellc.com. Face-off will be in deep into the Mudbug zone. Face-off to the left of Hudson. Stapleton to take the face-off against McCormick. Face-off won there by McCormick. Now Brazil will lay it for the far boards there for Chirino to grab. Chirino will just slither it back to Brazil. Now Brazil gets checked hard along the boards. Now a battle. Black and Stapleton tied up there with Heidi. Heidi grinding, trying to work it off the walls. Worked out free into the near corner there by McCormick. Mudbugs just trying to get the puck popped out of the zone. And now Buck slapped back in behind the cage there by Black. This is dirty work from both teams. Taken there by Heidi. Heidi carefully will just dish it back over to Brazil. Brazil's going to slow it down behind Hudson's cage. With 7:17 and counting here in the second. It's brought to you by DeFata and Associates LLC. Game tied 1-1, series tied 1-1. Now to the far corner. Puck knocked out, and now Carroll tries to take off with it. Tied up a little bit there by McCormick. And now worked in. Deep throw toward the net. Right pad stop made there by Hudson, and he covers up on the rebound. As Fensterstock was crashing the net, looking for a rebound to slam in. Boy, Cole Hudson continues to be strong in a Mudbug uniform. A guy who has battled enormous odds to get here and become the Mudbugs netminder. Paired up with Arseny Sergeyev, guy who was dismissed from 10 to 12 North American Hockey League teams. Told no for most of his life. He's proving he's a yes man behind the net. Behind the cage of Hudson. Loose puck taken there by Bunting. Here comes the Arizona native. Up across the left side. He's got a burst of speed. Stick handles his way now from the left side. Thrown toward the net there by Vermaelen. Gets knocked down there by Carroll. Loose puck there by Ripke. And Ripke throws it up the middle. And, pinballed around and taken there by Vermaelen. Vermaelen now tied up. Couldn't get an edge. And now Coughlin could not get it past the skate of Hedden as he kicks it back into the Amarillo zone. Now to the near half wall. Held in there by Gato. Gato tried to throw it far side, but nobody was there except Ripke. Back out to center. Knocked off the near side boards. Hedden got knocked down. Now roulette wheeled around the far side boards. Kept in there by Gato. Thrown toward the net. Backhand shot. Stick save. Rebound chance. They score! I believe it's Garrett Steele again. Off a rebound off the far post. Mudbugs regain the lead. 2-1. Garrett Steele's got 2 tonight. And the Mudbugs regain the lead. Great work from Steele. Great work from Mack and Gato. And Grandpa's line delivers yet again this season in a most critical time. Shreveport 2, Amarillo 1 with 6:02 to go in the second. Time of the goal comes at 13:58. Steele from Mack and Gato. Great work as it kind of pinballed off of Takic's blocker. And Garrett Steele, once again, Johnny on the spot. Now played back over to Colson. Colson rips it back into the Amarillo zone. To the far corner. Boy, a big old smile on Garrett Steele's face. Looks like he's got a big chocolate cake in front of him. They got a good one at Buffalo Wild Wings, by the way. Put that with ice cream. Oh, my goodness. It's like the end of your day. Played, near circle, Vasson in a shot. Save made there by Hudson. Back the other way. 5:22 remaining. here in the second period. Garrett Steele does it again. Garrett Steele, who came into these playoffs with really lots of confidence, is able to cash in, and it's that line. Once again, Joe Mack, Connor Gato, able to provide really a good, greasy goal off the far side boards. That's the way they come in the playoffs. Puck now soccered back into the near corner there by Harrison Scott. Off the far side boards, nudged up ahead there by Sanum. Sanum can't get it out, and Venagoni able to just jab it back in behind the cage of Hudson. Bugs 2, the Bulls 1 in game number 3. Later stages of the second. Now Venagoni hasn't. Venagoni will just pitchfork it in to the Mudbug zone. Flag down there by Brazil. In front, or rather behind, the Mudbugs net. Brazil waiting. He's trying to get some fresh bugs on a change here. From left to right, Brazil goes. Now to the left side over to Vermanen. Vermanen will just softly caress it into the far corner. Taken away there by Stapleton. To the far side there to Black. Black now able just to kind of work it back out, and now they're able to just kind of squeeze it back in to the Mudbug zone. Off the far side boards, knocked around, and Hedden's got it. Hedden's backhand pass given away. Stolen away, and a shot there by Black whistled wide. Off the near side boards, back out to center. Siffinger will smack it off the far side boards, taken there by Hedden, and Hedden will float it all the way down, but it'll be icing on the Bugs. The Chelsea, Michigan native, Garrett Steele. The big man on campus so far. He's got a pair of goals. And there is a whole bunch of Steele family members tuning in tonight. Of course, a big hello to Miss Gretchen Steele, Mr. Steele, Aunt Kate. They got a good bunch going on over there in Chelsea, and they are rocking. Face off to the left of Hudson. Tied up stick, and it's won there by Gockler. Kind of wails it off the near side boards, taken away there by Dombrowski. A shot, it goes wide of Hudson. Behind the cage of Hudson now, tied up. Gockler trying to grab it. Tied up there with Schmid. This is grinding work here by Gockler. Now getting help there by Hedden, taken away there by Gockler. Just terrific work by Gockler. Cannot get it out, though. Held in there by Schmid. All stolen away. Great steal there by Gockler to prevent it. And now up into the far side, Bunting will just love tap this baby in. Wholesale line change. Stretch pass off the stick of Dombrowski. To the near corner, it's Grandpa's line back out on the ice. Joe Mack, nicknamed Grandpa Joe, alongside Garrett Steele and Connor Gato, who have produced the only Bugs goal in this second period. Back out to center. Now the near half boards. Battling for it. One there by Gato. Gato's got it. Thrown toward the net. Right pad stop made there by Takix. That wasn't a comfortable save, though. Made there by Takix. Ripke grabs the loose change with 2:40 to go here in the second. Off the stick of Martino. It goes in deep into the Mudbug zone. Slapped off the far side boards. Takix going to play it. He'll knock it off the far side boards back out to center. Steele will slip it up ahead there to Brimmer. Brimmer will just drop it back to his blue line. 25-18 shots in favor of the Bugs. They have a 2-1 lead in the late stages of the second. Dalmani going to grab the loose biscuit behind the Amarillo net. Now, Mudbug steal. That's Dorfman. Back over to Brimmer. Brimmer thrown across there to Fetchko. Good stick tie up there by Harrison Scott. Now thrown toward the net. It bounces wide. Now thrown in front. And it's gobbled up there by Stapleton. Stapleton sends it up ahead there to Venagoni. Venagoni works it in back to Stapleton. Pass was too far along the left wing. Now to the near corner. Relayed back up top. Deneen to the right point. Dalmani works his way. Far circle. Quick shot. Save made there by Hudson. And he'll cover it up. With 1:44 remaining here in the second. After a gigantic save by Hudson on an on-man rush. To my left, a gigantic goal to my right from Garrett Steele again, his second of the game, second of the series, and Shreveport's got a 1-goal lead with 1:44 remaining here in the DeFanta and Associates LLC second. Face off in the right wing circle to the left of Hudson. Face off one there by Amarillo. Dalmonte throws one toward the net, blockered away there by Hudson. Now caromed off the near side boards, back out to center, chopped at there by McCormick. And the puck deflects off the near side boards. Up ahead, Hallard. Drop back there to Brazil. Brazil now knocks it off the far side board. Checked along the back there with Chirino. Mudbugs bench wanted a call. Now the far half boards grinding. Both teams battling through the neutral zone. Oh, punched at. Here's a break here for Chirino. Skates in. Oh, he missed the handle. Now he runs into Takix. And it looks like a penalty's coming up. And now, slamming his head into the ice. Dalmonte attacks Chirino. Dalmonte absolutely attacked Chirino. That was like a street. That was like something off the back of a street, back alley or something. That was uncalled for. Because Chirino mishandled the puck. He was fighting for possession, ran into Takix, and then Dalmonte just straight up jumped Chirino and then slammed his head into the ice repeatedly. Brazil, the concerned captain, now across center looking for the official call. Chirino taking a trip. Looks like he's done for the period. Is Dalmonte going to take one too? My goodness, what a heinous attack from Dalmonte on Chirino. And Chirino inadvertently ran into Takix. Takix might have flopped a bit there, but that's a veteran move from a veteran goalie. He sold it, and then he had his hands up looking for the call. Boy, lots of calls, and now Dalmonte's going to take a trip as well. So we're going to get this all sorted out. At 18:50 of the second, the series takes a nasty turn. Both get called for roughing. And they're going to get Chirino for interference. So Amarillo, oh, wait a minute here. Now Martino is trying to figure out, is it 4-on-4? Yeah. So the initial call was just opposing roughing calls and then one interference call on Chirino. Now they've added a penalty on Dalmonte, so it's 4-on-4. With 1:10 left in the second. Boy, I think both teams lucked out there. Well, actually, I think Amarillo really lucked out there because they could have gotten Dalmonte for unsportsmanlike conduct, and they could have gave him a 5 because he was slamming Chirino's head into the ice. From what I saw, it was just one of those really heinous attacks in the heat of the moment. Now, puck popped in to the Amarillo zone, less than a minute to go here in the second. Off to the near side. Vlasic's lane entry gets blocked off there by Joe Mack. Far side, Gato drops it back. High slot, Brazil a blast. Glove save made there by Takix. Glorious look there by Brazil through traffic. .36 seconds remain. So goalie interference on Chirino. And then Matias Dalmonte in for roughing. So there was no 10-minute misconducts there. Just opposing 2-minute minors. Face off to the right of Takix. So the far corner now. McCormick tried to work it back up top, but nobody was there at the left point. Goes all the way down. 4-on-4 hockey. Open ice for both teams. Colson to the left there to Metcalf. 20 seconds left. Played in to the stick of McCormick. Now stolen away there by Vasanen. Takix telling them one last chance to the near side there to Ripke. Ripke works it in near corner. Drop back to Takix. Takix waits, throws it toward the net. Off the knee of Schmid. Knocked around, 3 seconds left. And now taken there by Metcalf, and Metcalf will float it all the way down the length of the ice. And that'll do it for the second period. But a very, very disturbing sequence late in the second between Del Monte and Chirino. After Chirino knocked down Takix, Del Monte was the man who heinously attacked him from the back. Both teams just take 2-minute penalties, or both sides just take 2-minute penalties in that sequence. A break in the action. We'll have more after these messages. The score after 2 periods of play. It's the Mudbugs 2 and the Bulls 1. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
Welcome back into the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. We're joined by one of my good friends and one of our most dearest corporate partners of the Shreveport Mudbugs hockey squad. We can't do it without him. Dr. Emile Genoux from Sterling Dental Center. Doctor, thanks for the time. We do appreciate you coming on.
Well, thanks, Chet. I appreciate it. I'm always glad to be a part of anything that's involved with Shreveport and especially athletics, and I'm glad to be able to do it.
Just talk about how things are going at Sterling Dental Center.
Well, Sterling is growing as you would like to. We are now open on Fridays, and that's going to be an ongoing process. We're kind of in that experimental phase right now, where we're just open in the mornings right now from 9 to 1, but we're hoping to get it to 8 to 5 and treat it as a normal day. We are always working on our techniques and any new science that's out there in technology. We're always trying to improve ourselves and stay current with the current technology.
I guess every dentist is different. Can you talk about some of the services that you provide patients at Sterling Dental Center?
Well, we're going to cover every basic procedure that any general dentist can do, from a cleaning to a full exam, that's accompanied with your cleaning. X-rays, we're going to be able to read, X-rays, find any cavities on X-rays, that type of stuff. But we also do, we are offering right now Invisalign at our office, as well as implant placement too. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. Now, of course, not every case is going to be able to be treated that way. You got to have, you got to meet these specific requirements, because sometimes that's what specialists, are for, as more complicated things. But look, we do fillings, root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, partials, dentures, basically your normal services, but we are doing Invisalign cases and implant placement and restoration.
You've been doing this for quite a while. You seem to enjoy it a lot. Every time I come here, it's a great atmosphere, especially with the girls. What's the best part of the job?
Best part of the job is when you actually change somebody's outlook on life.
So that can happen?
Yeah. I mean, you have somebody who comes in and say, I don't smile in pictures. I hide in the back in pictures. I don't talk with my mouth open. I kind of, and they come in and you come up with a treatment plan, and it might take a couple years to get everything done, but when it's finally done and you have a start picture and an end picture, and they start crying in your chair because their outlook on life is different now. All they want to do is go smile and laugh and be in pictures, as compared to 3 years prior, and they wanted nothing to do with it. I think it's transformational. It really is, and that's one thing that you could have the worst day, and then you get that one person, and you're like, okay, this is why I do my job.
We're talking to Dr. Emile Genoux from Sterling Dental Center, one of our corporate partners of Mudbugs Hockey. I'm one of those kind of OCD guys. I'm a broadcaster. I'm around a lot of people. I shake hands, kiss babies. I try to brush my teeth as often as possible, floss as often as possible, use mouthwash as often as possible. But your theory is you don't have to get too crazy, as maybe some would advise. You just have to be smart about it and do it, a certain amount of times a day.
Right. Ultimately, your goal is to brush twice a day, floss once a day. I am not opposed to more.
Which I do.
Right. There's nothing, unless you're being super aggressive with it where you're actually causing damage to your teeth, which can happen. But as long as you're doing twice a day and flossing once a day, studies prove that you're going to be in a good realm. Now, there's caveats to that too, because some people come in and they say, I brush every day or twice a day. What is going on? Well, you're not brushing right.
Okay.
So that's why it's always wise to get with your hygienist. If you're having any questions, and be like, show me how to brush right. Show me how to floss right, because there are ways to brush and floss right. And if you are not doing it correctly, you're not doing any good.
Right. Now, you have 4 girls at home. Is this something you go through with them? They must be masters of their craft by now.
So believe it or not, I still check each one of their. Yeah, that's me. I'm going to do that as
a dad, not only as a doctor.
Right, but and the thing is that teeth are my thing. So I'm like I'm gonna stay on top of it, but. My 5-year-old can brush by herself. My 4-year-old can too. She chooses not to because she's the baby and everybody does it for her. But the twins, they're great. They all know what they're doing and know what they're looking for, and that's a key thing. I mean, it's like where to brush, how to brush.
Now, one thing that I picked up from one of your assistants was that I was brushing too hard, and maybe everything else looked good, but my gums might have been a little bit more weaker. So I went ahead and changed from not a manual toothbrush to an electric toothbrush. Is there a preference that one better than the other? I know you have an electric toothbrush as well. Is that something that maybe you recommend for people in general, or do you think it's case by case?
I think it's case by case, because I have both. I have I have a manual and an automatic toothbrush. I have I have like I have a Sonicare, and then I also just have a normal, regular, run-of-the-mill toothbrush. But I also know that I'm not going to apply too much pressure and get some recession or get some of those sensitive areas along your gum lines, because studies show that in the first 30 seconds of brushing is when you exert the most amount of force. A lot of people just stick the toothbrush in the mouth, put it on the side of their teeth, and go. And as a result, you get recession, and basically you're brushing away part of your tooth. So that's where the sensitivity comes from. So I think it's a product of your own environment, how you're doing at home, how you're brushing. A lot of people are super aggressive brushers, and all they want is a hard toothbrush. When those should never ever be made. I mean, ultimately, all you want is a soft bristled toothbrush. But Sonicares are great. Oral-B's are great. It's all, as I said, it's all dependent upon what works for you. How do you do with this? And are you an aggressive brusher? Ask your hygienist. They'll be able to tell you. Ask your dentist. He will be able to tell you. Come see me. I'll be able to tell you. It's one of those things. It's you'll see certain markers, and you're like, hey, you probably need to switch to a mechanical toothbrush. Why? Because you're being too aggressive, and the mechanical toothbrush takes that out of your hands, and it just does it for you. So, needless to say, it's a situational type of thing.
Before I let you go, I mean, a big thing for a lot of people is people don't always have dental insurance. That's a big thing. It's a problem because I think people are maybe scared to go to the dentist, thinking it's going to cost a fortune just for an exam, X-rays, and all that. But you have a way of helping those people get treated.
Right. Well, besides the ability we do accept Care Credit, which it's kind of like a credit card for insurance, and we do accept that. We also offer an in-house membership club where people can come in, and if they don't have insurance, they can join our membership club. And there's certain perks. There's 2 free cleanings a year, and then there's also 20% off your treatment and stuff like that. But it's at a monthly cost. But it's our membership club, and it's got some really good perks to it.
Has that grown since you started that?
Exponentially. It's amazing how many people don't have insurance, and
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and they come in and they're like, look, I don't have insurance. What can you do for me? And you're like, okay.
You never want to turn anybody away.
Right. And the biggest thing is, look, you take care of the worst stuff first. And as you progress, and if you haven't been in a while, it's not a big deal anymore. Look, we're going to take care of the worst stuff first. And as you come in, each visit gets easier and easier and easier. And then by the time your treatment's completed, then you're just on recall. It's just every 6 months, boom, boom, boom. And okay, so you come in, you get all your work done. In a year and a half, you get one small new cavity. That's not a big deal compared to when you came in 2 years prior, you had to have 2 root canals. And so it's a process. But yeah, so worst stuff first is always your main priority. But being able to offer that in-house membership program is really, it's a nice thing to be able to offer to patients, just because it really is. It's a shame how many people don't have coverage, and look, there's not an easy way to say it. I mean, but it's with technology and products and everything. I mean, we've gotten expensive, and it's not for it. I mean, look, I'm providing the service, and I would be like, I couldn't do this without help.
Sure.
So I get it,
That's Dr. Emile Genoux from Sterling Dental Center, proud corporate partner of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. You can give him a call if you want to make an appointment at 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. If you give him a call, they got the most friendliest staff. The atmosphere is unbelievable. Every time I come here, it feels like I'm not fearing going to the dentist. I think people kind of feel that. But this is a fun-loving atmosphere. I mean, I think people should be a little more upbeat about going to the dentist, other than that stigma, right?
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, everybody comes in there like, I hate you, and I'm like, well, I like you too. But yeah, it's just not as scary as it used to be. Medicine is great. I mean, that's why we use it. There are so many procedures in terms of how to relieve anxiety, but it is, man. I mean, I have lots of people who come in who our age haven't been in 15 years.
Yep.
Because they went as a kid.
I was one of those people.
And you have that one experience, and then you are just It's like, you're concreted in. You can't do it. But yeah, look, it's nothing that it used to be anymore. As I said, technology is amazing. Drugs are amazing. And that's what you learn how to do. As a result, you get a lot more positive experience and a lot more happier patients.
That's Dr. Emile Janeau. Thank you for your corporate partnership with the Mudbugs. We couldn't do it without you, and thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it, buddy.
We'll be back with more after these messages on the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter, like a child custody case, or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into the Amarillo Civic Center. The Mudbugs lead the Bulls in game number 3 of the first round playoff series by a score of 2-1. And it has been an enormous night for Garrett Steele. He's got a pair of goals, including the difference maker so far at 13:58 of the second, as Joe Mack and Connor Gata were able to throw the biscuit toward the net. It bounced off of Takix, and it was far side. Garrett Steele slamming home his second of the night. That was after Ryan Coughlin tied the game at 6:33 from Paul Schmidt and Chris Carroll. It's a 1-goal lead for the Bugs as they go into the third, and this third period is brought to you by Sterling Dental Center. My good friend Dr. Emile Janeau and his wonderful staff has your next dental checkup covered. Call 318-680-1040 or log on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. Mudbugs will skate from right to left as they have a 2-1 lead and probably a very, very rigorous third period in front of them. And this third period is going to start 4-on-4 because Chirino and Dalmani are both in the box. Of course, Dalmani in the box for roughing. Chirino in the box for goaltender interference. Face-off won there by Shreveport as Brazil able to bomb it into the Amarillo zone and get hip-checked along the way. Open ice for both teams for 30 more seconds to begin the third. Martino will mail it back into the Mudbug zone behind the cage of Hudson to my right. Tied up stick, little space here. Now hip-checked and Messick holds it near half wall. His shot gets blocked off there by Hedden. Taken there by Scott, thrown toward the net, blocked. Good job there to seal up there by Brazil. Now to the near side, Hedden's got it. Hedden now will just dump it in along the end boards to the far side as we're going to get back to 5-on-5 hockey. Messick gave it away. Weber's there to the far corner. He'll work it in, and he tried to work it in for Bunting, but he didn't get there in time. As now Vasanen will drop it back, but Vermonen's there. Off the far side board, trying to bump off the puck, and good steal there by Weber. He'll cue ball it into the near corner. And taken away there by Dombrowski, played back out to center. And now Martino will twist it up ahead there to Dombrowski, and Dombrowski will slug it back into the Mudbug zone. To the near corner. Behind the cage there is Colson. Colson now gets bumped off the puck, tied up there with Dombrowski. Now along the near side, here's Weber, skates in, back to Joe Mack, a shot! And a blocker save made there by Takix from the left wing. Played back to the right point. Gockler, a ripper, blocked in front there by Dombrowski. Held in there by Heidi. He'll brush it into the near corner there for Gato, trying to avoid a big hit. He did. Played back to Heidi. Now to the right point. Gockler tees one up, blocked in front there by Black, and the puck ricochets back out to center. 2 minutes gone by in the third of game number 3. Shreveport 2, Amarillo 1. Puck lofted all the way into the protective netting behind Amarillo there by Gockler, and this faceoff will come out of the Amarillo zone. Shots 28-20 in favor of Bugs hockey. Of course, I want to remind our Mudbugs fans, be sure to purchase 2021-2022 season tickets. The always vivacious, hard-working director of ticket sales, Miss Kimberly Jacks, has you covered. Call her during business hours at 318-636-7094 or email her, Kimberly@mudbugshockey.com. And from the far side, Mudbugs had a chance there from Dorfman. It got blocked, and now here comes Siffinger. He'll advance it in behind the cage of Hudson. To the far corner now. Black trying to work it around the far side. Held in there by Ripke. Throws a rattler toward the net. It was paddled away there by Hudson, and now thrown toward the net. And blocked off there by Haller. Now big hit there by Haller to the far corner. But Black now gets taken down. Played up ahead there to Fetchko. 2-on-2. Here comes Fetchko. Gains the blue line from the right side. Thrown across through the slot. There's Brazil, but he couldn't handle it cleanly. Got a stick tied up a bit there by Messick. And now Ripke rips one toward the net. It goes wide up across just ahead of the Mudbugs blue line. Now Gockler to the near side there to Hedden. Hedden leveled up ahead there to Procopio. Taken there by Chirino. Toward the net. Pad stop. Rebound chance. Oh, he shot it wide. That was McCormick. Might have rushed it. He had to. Puck now slammed into the near corner, and a big slamming hit there by Chirino on his man. That was Coughlin who felt the blow. Now to the right point. Now played back to the blue line. Here comes Amarillo, and a stick goes flying. With 3:35 gone by here in the third period. It's all brought to you by Sterling Dental Center. Of course, a big hello and thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings for hosting yet another awesome watch party with our beloved Mudbugs fans enjoying themselves, drinking beer, eating wings, and enjoying Bugs hockey. Doesn't get much better than that. Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. Face-off outside the near Mudbugs blue line. One there by Amarillo. Angle up the near side boards. To the far side there to Colson. Slides it back to Metcalf. Thrown off the stick of Weber in deep into the Amarillo zone. Off to the far side boards. Harrison Scott trying to hammer it out. Kept in there by Weber. Thrown in front. And trying to grab it there was Bunting. Now lofted. Mudbugs try to hold the zone. They do. Thrown through the goal mouth there by Bunting. Held in there by Colson. Oh, no, he blew a tire. But he's able to work it in deep. And now the puck knocked off the near side board. It's going to go on net. So Hudson's got to play it and cover it up. It's a bad break for the Bugs because they were going to get an icing back the other way. With 15:53 remaining here in the third period. Bugs 2, Bulls 1. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. Don't drink the water. Try our margaritas today. Nicky's Mexican Restaurant, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Face off to the right of Hudson. Oh, boy, that puck was thrown toward the net. Flag down there by Hudson, and he'll cover it up. Joe Mack to take the faceoff. He's got a point tonight. Tied up there with Schmid. Faceoff won there by Schmid off the far side boards. Played back out to center. Here's Gato through the D. Thrown toward the net. Save made. Rebound chance hit the post. Oh, Gato had his own rebound and he ringed the iron. A clanker for Gato. That's the second clanker for the Bugs tonight. And now Gato throws it in front and hauled down in front of the cage. There was Joe Mack. Now thrown toward the net. Off the stick of Steele. It went wide. Now to the left point. Boy, roughed up a bit there with Steele. Mudbugs bench barking for a call. Behind the net now of Hudson. To the near side there to Brimmer. He'll skew it up ahead there for Steele. And Steele will just slip it in and come off for a line change. He was at the end of his shift anyway. Ripke up the middle of the ice. Here he comes between the dots to the right wing off the stick of Black, and it was broken up there by Fetchko. Fetchko back the other way. Dropped there to Shereen by the Dorfman. Thrown toward the net. Save made there by Takix. Now through the point. Puck now lobbed all the way down. And it goes off the near side boards all the way down. It'll be icing on Amarillo. That's a big icing. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. Face off to the right of Takix. Shots are now 30-21 in favor of Shreveport as they have a 2-1 lead in game number 3. Face off one, tied up there by Amarillo behind the cage. Stapleton wins the battle. Now along the left side, barreled up ahead, and the puck now slinged in there by Vassinen. Behind the cage of the Bugs. Played back out up the middle there by Procopio. He'll just power it back in off the far side boards. Into the near corner it goes. Taken there by Dalmani. He'll dial it up ahead there for Coughlin. Coughlin, one goal, thrown toward the net, and a blocker save as he was looking for his second. Now thrown across. Mishandled there by Carroll. Went behind him a bit. And now Colson will pin it up along the wall. Kept in there by Dalmani. Shot save, rebound chance. What a right pad stop made there by Hudson. He robbed Coughlin. And Coughlin can't believe it. Just an outstanding save. Right in front there by Hudson. Game saver at 6:05 mark of the third. My goodness, Cole Hudson with a couple of oh my gumbo stops. Coughlin still thinking about that play, and he is agonized on that Amarillo bench right now. He knows he had time, and he knows that that was a tap-in. And Hudson said, Along the near side, Sherino will just dump it into the Amarillo zone and come off for a line change. 13:45 remaining in the third. Still plenty of time in this contest. Mudbugs clinging to a one-goal lead. Oh, boy, hard hitting going on between Martino and Colson. They were tied up like a couple of love kittens along the near half wall. Bunting steered up ahead there to Weber. Weber now will just brush it in and chase after it behind the Amarillo net. Along to the near corner. Venagoni flipped up ahead there to Martino. Here comes the Amarillo captain with some space. Far wing shot. Blocked off there by Colson. And it gets the protective netting, and now tied up yet again. Boy, Colson and Martino developing some beef here. Colson not afraid from Rochester, New York. A big hello to the Colson family. Oh, and a late hit after the whistle. That looked like a shot across the face there by Martino. Mudbucks looking for a call there. That was well after the whistle. Martino starting to jaw away at Colson. They want to negotiate when they're going to go. Colson's letting them know, hey, it's safe when the Zebras are in the way to get a shot in. And now Rocky Russo up in arms. He's leaned over the boards right now, trying to track some numbers and shouting out toward Ian McKimbridge's way. I think Amarillo's lucky that no calls were called. I think Shreveport's lucky no calls were called there. Or no penalties were called there, rather. Face off to the right of Hudson. Bugs 2, Bulls 1. Joe Mack to take the face-off. He wins the face-off. Played back to Brazil behind the cage. Knocked off the near side boards. Flagged down there by Santa, but he can't work it out. Now the puck just slithered into the far corner there by Messick. Now swung around to the near corner there to Brazil. Brazil up off the skate of Steele. He'll settle it down and let Joe Mack grab it. Joe Mack now works it in. Joe Mack behind the cage. Centering feed. Blocked off there by Messick. Low to high. Oh, and Brazil couldn't handle it. That had a little too much steam on it. Goes all the way down. Hudson will drop it off for Brazil to grab from the right side. He'll stick handle his way from the right side. Works it in now. Far corner thrown toward the net. And it was off the stick of Santa when it went wide. Now to the near half wall. Dombrowski rumbles it back out. Back to Dalmani. Dalmani will fuel it back into the Mudbug zone. Along to the near corner. Spun around. Taken there by Dorfman. Dorfman drills it off the far side glass. Mudbugs trying to just jab it out. That's Gockler tied up there with Vasanen. And worked out free there by the Dartmouth Committee. Along the near side there to Fetchko. Played back out to center there by Brimmer. Slowed down and Dombrowski able to steal it back. Trying to get around the stick of Gockler. Taken away there by Dorfman. And Dorfman will pop it all the way down. No icing on the play. 11:45 left in the third. Kissed off the near side window. Flag down there by Hedden. Hedden now has it up ahead there to Procopio. Couldn't get around the stick of Denis. Now Procopio still battling. Loose puck. McCormick will work it in behind the cage there for Brimmer. Mudbugs centering feed. And Vasanen able to cancel it out. Played back the other way. Vasanen. Oh, his passing attempt got blocked. Thrown back out to center there by Hedden. Now poke checked away there by Gockler. Played up ahead there to Sherino. One man to beat. Far circle. Quick shot blocked there by Vlasic. Played back out to center. Here comes Carroll. Carroll, high slot. Quick ripper. And it gets the glass behind Hudson. Now off the near side boards. Chopped at there by Sherino. And the puck poked back out to center there by Vermont and played up ahead. Here's Weber thrown toward the net and he couldn't handle it. He missed his own handle. Might have been poke checked away. And now a shot toward the net. Got blocked again. Played back to the right point. Metcalf throws one toward the net. It gets blocked there by Fensterstock. Played back to Metcalf. Right point. He'll knock it up ahead there for Vermont and thrown toward the net. Knocked around through the slot. Quick shot. Right pad stop made there by Takix. Oh, he robbed Weber in front. That was a glorious look there for Weber on the turnaround shot. Now a slapper from center ice. Punched aside there by Hudson on a shot there by Fensterstock. And the Mudbugs want to slow it down. Oh, no, a giveaway. And now taken away there by Bunting. Bunting will now take a U-turn back. Kiss it off the near side window. Back out to center. Taken there by Joe Mack. Joe Mack now works it around. Near circle. Oh, Metcalf was in deep into the far corner. Taken away there by Venagoni. Venagoni back the other way. Around the far side. Hard hit. And we got a whistle. Looks like a penalty's coming up. Mudbugs bench up in arms. Brazil up in arms. This does not look good. What's the call? Oh, no. Is it too many men on the ice? Looks like a break in the action. We'll sort it out after this. 9:54 to go in the third. Shreveport 2, Amarillo 1. This is Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Well, a critical time for the Mudbugs as they take a too many men on the ice penalty. You saw Brazil, if you were watching on Hockey TV, had his hands up in an oh my goodness expression on his face. And Amarillo is going to have a power play. And this one is going to be the biggest first choice personnel penalty kill of the series. Shots are 31-25 in favor of Shreveport. And this is the fourth power play of the night for the Bulls. Face off to the right of Hudson. Dawson Sherino will serve the too many men on the ice call. First choice personnel penalty kill on the ice. Face-off draw big. Won there by Joe Mack. Great job. And now behind the net is Brazil. And Brazil will spear it off the near side boards. Oh, no. That puck found its way out of play. And it's going to come back into the Mudbug zone. Oh, what terrible luck for the Bugs there. Six seconds gone by on the too many men on the ice call on Bugs hockey. Face-off now to the left of Hudson. Face-off won again by Bugs hockey, but they can't backhand it out. Kept in there by Vasanen. Vasanen now to the point there to Jobgen. Now far wing, far corner. Martino thrown toward the net. Kicked around, blocked off there by Brazil. Now to the far corner. Fensterstock throws it across. Near circle. From the near half wall, Vasanen back to Jobgen. Far circle, quick ripper there by Fensterstock, blocked in front. Traffic in front. Far corner. Now to the near corner, taken there by Martino. Amarillo's captain. Play back to the near half wall there to Vasanen. Vasanen back to the point. Jobgen, a jolter. Save made. Rebound chance. Pad stop. Nobody knows where it's at. It's under Gockler's stick. And now the Mudbugs try to work it out free. All kinds of bevy of humanity in front of Hudson. Blade back to the point. Jobgen has it. To the far wing, to Fensterstock, back to Jobgen. Boy, Mudbugs avoid a disaster there. Now behind the cage, Mudbugs trying to clear it. This is a long shift. Weber swings, and the Mudbugs slither it back out to center. Mudbugs will get a quick change on the fly. They needed one badly. With 40 seconds left, intercepted there by Vermaelen, and Vermaelen will lace it back into the Amarillo zone. 35 seconds left on the too many men on the ice call. Amarillo taking their sweet time behind the Amarillo net. Now to the far side. Knocked around. Thought that was an offside. It wasn't. Now far circle. Here comes Procopio. He'll pin it around. Now just dish it back over to Hallard. And Hallard will spear it on net. Save made there by Takic. 8 seconds left now on the man advantage. Amarillo comes in. Quick wrister there by Carroll. Glove save. Made there by Hudson along the far circle. Down to 3 seconds remaining now on the first choice personnel penalty kill, which looks like it's going to go unscathed yet again. 7:57 remaining in the third. Mudbugs 2, the Bulls 1. Mudbugs seeking to capture their first lead in this best-of-5 series. Face-off tied up, one there by Shreveport. That's going to work off the clock to the near corner. Gato will kiss it off the window. Back out to center. Taken there by Garrett Steele. Worked into the Amarillo zone. They'll angle it up the far side boards. Joe Mack will jolt it in behind the cage. To the near corner, Ripke will rake it back on over to Messick. Messick spins Gato off his tail. Played up ahead, back out to center. Black getting around the neutral zone. Big hard check there by Steele on Siffinger. In deep now to the Amarillo zone. Off the stick of Stapleton. Steered into the bug zone. 7:15 to go here in game number 3. Oh no, a giveaway in front. Thrown toward the net. Save made there by Hudson. Heide almost had his pocket picketed there by Dombrowski. And he just kind of softly nubbed it toward the net. And Hudson able to alertly make the stop. A big hello to the Hudson family. Tune in tonight from Tonawanda, New York. Glad to have Mr. Kevin, Miss Liz Hudson, along with little sister Miss Carly and brother Connor all with us. Face off to the right of Hudson. One there by McCormick. Hallard back out to center. Played there by Deneen. That's as good as a clear. And now played back out to center. Brazil steals it. And Brazil will just rim it back into the Amarillo zone. 6:50 left in the third. Clock starting to become a factor as Dombrowski slings it in to the Mudbug zone. Rimmed around the far side boards. Procopio trying to hold on to it. Procopio able to pop it back out to center all the way down. Behind the cage, Dalmani will drop it off there for Deneen. Now thrown up ahead there to Martino. Gains the blue line. Left side. Thrown toward the net. Blocked in front there by Colson. Puck just lambasted back out to center there by Dorfman. Now knocked back into the Mudbug zone. To the far side there to Colson. Colson up ahead there to Dorfman. His pass errant as Vlasic up ahead there to Vanagoni. A shot. Glove save made there by Hudson. And now pushing and shoving. Boy, it looked like Martino got pushed into Hudson's net. Trying to clear out this melee that started to ensue. Faceoff will stay deep in the Mudbug zone. .6:10 remaining in the third. Faceoff will go to the right of Hudson. Shreveport 2, Amarillo 1, and Martino still barking away at the lead official. Officials have been very consistent throughout this whole series. Faceoff one. Jopchin, a shot. It goes wide of Hudson. Puck now speared up ahead there to Steele. Steele has it. Steele now takes a swirl back to the left point. He'll throw it toward the net, knocked down there by Coughlin, but kept in there by Joe Mack. He'll twist it in along the near corner, heading in deep into the Bull zone. Tripped up a bit. There was Carroll. Now to the far side. Fensterstock kissed off the far side window, back out to center. Boy, Joe Mack and Chris Carroll had a car accident in the middle of the ice. They both went down hard. Puck leveled back into the Amarillo zone. Both seem to be okay. Played up ahead. Here's Vlasic. Coming in, thrown toward the net. Goes wide of Hudson. Now cued away, back out to center. Maybe. That's Bunting able to knock it back out to center. Coach Soupy going with short shifts the rest of the way with 5:15 to go here in the third. Back to Vlasic. Vlasic waits up across the red line, rifles it toward the net. Easy stick save made there by Hudson up across center. Back out to center now. Here's Ripke tied up there with Weber. They got their tangled up. Vermont and toward the net. It goes wide. I think that was a great no call as Rocky Russo was looking for it. As Weber got tied up with his man. With 4:55 now remaining here here in the third. Shots have tightened up now, 32-31 in favor of Bugs hockey. Game number 4. Face off, one thrown toward the net there by Fetchko, and he threw a missile and a glove save made there by Takix. A big hello to our honorary assistant coach, Chris Lane, tuned in tonight. Glad to have him with us. He has meant so much for this Mudbugs locker room. Face off in the left wing circle, one there by the Mudbugs. Brazil will whirl it around behind the cage of Amarillo. Trying to grab it there was Dorfman. Dorfman now battling along the walls there with Dalmani. Dalmani seems to be public enemy number 1 for the Bugs after his heinous attack on Chirino in the second. Boy, a scrum along the walls. And this is a good battle. This is like a lacrosse match battling for that ball. But this is a big league battle won there by Dombrowski along the far side. Taken away now, Deneen will softly lay it up ahead now, far side. Now back to the near side, knocked down there by Dombrowski. Now Brazil has it off the stick of Brimmer, and Brimmer will just gun it back into the Amarillo zone. 4 minutes left here in the third period. Mudbugs 2, the Bulls 1. Here comes Martino. Far circle, backhand shot, in and out of the glove of Hudson, and he makes the stub. Cole Hudson has been absolutely superb tonight as his team has a 2-1 lead now with 3:52 remaining here in the third. And we'll have to keep an eye out on Andrew Takix on when he's going to vacate the net. It used to be a popular trend where you vacated the net around the 3-minute marker. I think that's too early. Now most coaches have gone back to the old way of thinking around the 1:32-minute mark. Some coaches wait till the final minute. Chopped in a blast, and it went wide of Hudson. My goodness, that one had a lot of muster on it. Now to the near corner. Kept in there by Martino. He'll drop it in deep. Behind the cage now. Colson has it. Colson back to Metcalf behind the cage. They're just going to take their time and work a little clock. Let Venegoni go after him. They're going to challenge. Now to the left side there to Joe Mack. Joe Mack works it in from the left side. He comes around the near corner. Now slowed down there by Venegoni. Gato thrown in front, trying to find Steele. Intercepted there by Vlasic. Poked back out to center. Now losing his own balance there was Schmid. Now Gato will drop it back to Gockler. Now back to Hedden along the near side. 3 minutes left here in the third off the stick of Procopio. Held in there by Chirino. Oh, he got sticked away now. Hedden dropped in deep. There to Procopio. Throw it toward the net. Save made there by Takix. Played back. Here's Vasanen. Back the other way from the right side to the near corner. Tied up there by Hedden. Now Gocklin pins it along the walls. To the left of Hudson. Squeezed out there by McCormick. Played out up ahead there off the stick of Procopio. Procopio drops to his knees up ahead there to McCormick off the stick. Here's Chirino. Far circle. Skates in. Quick wrister. He shot it wide. Oh, Chirino had a great look, and we got a penalty coming up. This one's going against Amarillo with 2:19 left in the third. What a humongous call. And a great draw from the Bugs as Dombrowski's in the box, and this is going to kill off most of the game. Interference comes at 17:41. Rocky Russo voicing his displeasure toward the call, and now this faceoff will be deep in the Amarillo zone. Rocky Russo has now got to pull his goalie for a 5-on-5 dealio. That's the only chance that they're going to have because there's 2:19 left in regulation. What a big AEP Swepco power play that's going to work off precious seconds in favor of the Bugs. Mudbugs just got to be smart. They don't want anything to beat them. Face off in the left wing circle. Battle at one there by Joe Mack. Boy, he's been great at draws tonight. Thrown across, knocked down there by Deneen. Taken there by Venagoni. Just wrists it all the way down. Dorfman into the end boards. Hard hit there by Colson. It was clean to the far corner. 2 minutes left in regulation. 1:40 left on Dombrowski's interference call, and Colson's just going to take his time. They're just going to wait and work off clock. Amarillo's not going after him. This is a smart move by Colson. Just wait. And now they'll steer it up ahead there by McCormick. I'm surprised Amarillo just hung back out to dry. And out of the far corner. Oh, a high stick on Brimmer. Mudbugs looking for a call. They're not going to get one. They missed it. From the near court, thrown toward the net. Stick save made. And a pad stop and a glove save made there by Takix. Brimmer showing the blood that might be flowing. No, doesn't look like it. He got blood, but there was a stick across the face of Brimmer, and the officials missed it. With 1:24 to go in the third, will there be a timeout called here? I think Rocky Russo's got to call it now. And he does. Wait a minute. Did he call it? No, he didn't call it. I thought he was going to call it. He had the board out. He's going to save it with 1:24 left in regulation. 1:04 remaining, or 1:06 remaining, rather, on Dombrowski's interference call. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Played back to Brazil. Brazil now will softly caress it off the far side, boards in deep into the far corner. Now the puck is just rammed all the way down. Hudson carefully takes his time around the near side boards there to Colson. Colson now will slip it back to Brazil, back to Colson. Now empty net to my left. 5-on-5. Amarillo going for broke. Empty net. Mudbugs trying to seal it up. Fensterstock. Jobchen thrown in front. Redirected just wide. Mudbugs dodge a huge bullet. And now Colson ripped around the far side. They can't get the puck down. Amarillo holds the zone. 5-on-5 hockey. Empty net to my left. Jobchen throws one toward the net. It goes wide. He was looking for the tip in front. And now Martino behind the net of Hudson. Along to the near half wall. Vasanen tied up. Martino dropped off. Intercepted there by Procopio, but they can't get the puck out. Vasanen toward the net. They score! Off the stick of Scott. And we are tied with 21.9 seconds left in regulation. You have got to be kidding me. $19:39. Amarillo ties the game up. And they return the favor. It was Harrison Scott's goal from Vasanen and Fensterstock. And Amarillo, who was a man down and had the extra attacker on, able to tip home the game-tying goal with 21.9 seconds left. My goodness. What the Mudbugs did in Game 2, tying the game up with 35 seconds, Amarillo returns the favor and ties the game up at 19:39. It's a shorthanded goal officially for Harrison Scott, and what a series Harrison Scott's having. Harrison Scott's second goal of the series, fourth point of the series. And what a turn of events here. We are all even at 2, and now 20 seconds separates us from overtime. Penalty is over. Worked in deep into the Mudbug zone. The Mudbugs are going to have to gather themselves here. After Amarillo has rallied to tie the game. 14.9 seconds left here in the third. The road to the Robbie has gotten a whole lot harder for Bugs hockey. Now a timeout is called. I believe Coach Soupy called the timeout. He's going to call it with 14.9. They're going to try to draw up a buzzer beater. Coach Rich has got the board trying to draw it up. If they win the faceoff, this is what we're going to do. If they lose the faceoff, this is what's going to happen. What a barn burner. And 15 seconds separates us from overtime for a second consecutive game in this series, and this one is going to be the toughest the Mudbugs are going to face because Amarillo will have all the momentum going into it, just like the Mudbugs had in game number 2. Two is the score. Shots 35-34 in favor of Bugs hockey. If nobody scores in the last... Oh, wait a minute. Andrew Takix and Austin Brimmer had a few words. And there had to be officials separating them. Andrew Takix trying to get in the head of Austin Brimmer a bit. Those two were jawing away at each other after the timeout. Face off to the right of Takix. 14.9 seconds remaining here in the third period. 2-2 is the score. Face-off tied up, one there by Amarillo, and now we get an illegal face-off. Boy, what a series for Harrison Scott. He has scored so many goals against Shreveport in the season series, now has 4 points through almost 3 games in this series. Face-off in the left wing circle. Joe Mack to take it. Face-off tied up, and it is one. Well, I'm going to call it a tie because it's along the boards. Tied up now. Precious seconds wiping away off the clock. 5 seconds. Mudbugs trying to work at it free. Thrown toward the net. It gets blocked there by Joe Mack. Now sealed up along the walls, and that'll do it. We will head to overtime, but it will be after a 15-minute intermission period. The score, the Mudbugs 2, the Bulls 2, and the Mudbugs now are going to have to lift their heads up after Harrison Scott ties the game with 21 seconds remaining in regulation. Stick around for our third period intermission show. It's coming up after these messages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. Special treat with us. A couple of Mudbug corporate partners but dear friends of the Mudbugs organization, the Team Solon Foundation, and Ronnie and Bridget Peterson. Not only are they part of the Team Solon Foundation, they're billet families, they're game ice officials, and we'll get to more of that. But first, for the Team Solon Foundation, just talk about how this all got started, Ronnie.
Well, shortly after Solon passed in early 2019, we wanted to do something to honor his memory and also help the local hockey community. So we started the charity of Team Solon Foundation to help pay for kids in the local area to start playing hockey.
And talk about the big event that really kind of, I think we launched it, so to speak, was that deck hockey tournament last year. It seemed like you guys raised a lot of money, and obviously for a great cause.
Yes, the deck hockey tournament in 2019 was our biggest event and really our first event, and we're overwhelmed with the community support that we have gotten. Had a lot of great corporate sponsors in that and raised a lot more money than we ever thought was possible, which has translated into more kids playing hockey than we thought we were going to have.
And we have Bridget with us as well, and I wanted you to talk about the board because there's more than just you two that have done an outstanding job putting their hours of work in.
Yeah, we have Charlie Dew, who's been longtime family friends with us. Solon, she's an aunt to Solon, and she's our treasurer. We came up with this idea with her, and then we added Christy Lang, who was the most recent member, and then our last member is Stephen McNeil, kind of like another uncle to Solon. Put all of our ideas together and just kind of run with them.
I wanted to ask you about this year because you weren't able to do the deck hockey tournament due to COVID. Were you able to kind of find ways to substitute that, and what'd you guys do?
Yeah, a lot of people that had pre-registered because it was heartbreaking to not have the tournament, but we've done shirts that should be in anytime now, and then we're doing some hoodie orders and just kind of doing a few things here and there. But we have a good deal of.
What's been the overall response in trying to get help for kids that need help and that you're trying to help for hockey? What's been the overall response?
Well, we've had, as far as taking in donations, we've had incredible support even in the time of COVID when we hadn't been able to do much as far as taking in donations and getting money to be able to help kids. The hardest part that we're having right now is just getting our name out there so people know that this is available. That's why we're partnering with the Mudbugs this year. Got our name on the Dasher boards. We really appreciate you helping us getting our name out there so people know that these scholarships are available so they can use them.
We're talking to Ronnie and Bridget Peterson from the Team Solon Foundation here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. And Ronnie, I wanted to ask you, away from the Team Solon Foundation, you guys decided to do some billeting, and I know that's something you guys have been wanting to do for a long time. You got one knucklehead, and you got one guy who's kind of grounded. You got Colin Doherty, who's bouncing off the walls, and you got Chris Hedden, who's probably the calm, cool cucumber. Is that the way it's been in the house between those two?
Oh yeah, they're both really great young men, but they are polar opposites. One who kind of keeps to himself and likes to just do his thing, and the other one who's a social butterfly and is always out going somewhere, doing something with somebody. But we couldn't be more blessed with the players that we have this year.
Bridget, I wanted to ask you about the billet experience, being a mom, to Miss Sammy, and now she has two big brothers, and is she able to have that relationship with the two boys and Colin Doherty and Chris Hedden?
Oh yeah, she loves annoying them. Whenever they're outside, she wants to be right in the middle of them. If they have other guys over, it's like, leave them alone, give them their space. But they're great. They'll go outside and shoot hockey pucks with her. There's a neighborhood that comes over, and if they see them out there, they're out there showing them how to use the sticks and shoot the puck, and it's a great experience for all of us.
How's the cooking been for two hockey players? I'm sure they have big appetites, and have you been able to introduce them to any kind of Louisiana cuisine?
We have. Colin is big into gumbo and jambalaya, but they tend to be grazers. They kind of eat here, an hour later eat again, so it's kind of getting on that schedule. Been an adjustment, but it's been good.
And I want to ask both of you, and I'll start with Ronnie. Was being a billet maybe one of the reasons why you scaled back being a game ice official? I've seen you there once in a while. I know Bridget stepped away from it, and I'll talk to Bridget in a minute about it. But was that the reason you guys kind of scaled back, because you guys wanted to maybe enjoy the game from a different perspective?
Well, I've always been kind of a on and off again off-ice official, usually just helping out when they really needed somebody because somebody was out sick or on vacation or whatever. Usually I'm in the stands watching our daughter, so I wasn't able to always help. So that's kind of always my role, was just a fill-in guy when they needed somebody.
The one who's sorely missed, and I'm not going to lie, is every time I look down at every home game, I always used to seeing Bridget. I mean, probably since day one, since we started here in the North American Hockey League. And probably the most, I guess, comical thing is when you're frantically running towards the goal judge. And seemingly you've never gotten injured. But do you miss it, or is that something that you made that decision, like, look, I do want to step down this year. I want to enjoy the game from a different perspective. I'm a billet mom. What kind of went into the decision?
It was a hard decision to make. I loved it as a part of the game that I didn't know until the Bugs came back. But it was a decision that took a long time to consider, weighed my options. But I needed to scale back. I'm also going to school full time, so between that and with COVID happening and never knowing if my daughter was going to be in school, out of school, and we just wanted to enjoy the game from a different side again, be a fan again.
Before I let you guys go, what is the easiest way for somebody to reach out to you? I've been able to plug the Facebook page, and I know that's probably the best outlet.
Yes, right now the best outlet is just to message us on the Facebook page, just Team Solon Foundation on Facebook. Currently, I have purchased TeamSolon.com, and we are working on a website. Don't know when that'll be live yet, but it's in the works. But Facebook page is the best way to get a hold of us.
Is there anything you wanted to add, Bridget, before I let you guys go? I really appreciate the time.
I just want to thank the Bugs for everything they've done. You know, Tommy and Scott Musket and even Soupy have been great in our lives. They were great in Solon's life, and without them, Team Solon might not be as great as it is. So.
Well, thanks for the time, and we appreciate the partnership, and enjoy the rest of the season.
Well, thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Berkshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case, or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuo letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Sonic Drive-In Second Intermission Show. This is How We Sonic, joined by a special guest, corporate partner, Mr. Stan Stava from SS Advertising, who's involved with UAPI, bedroom sleep shops, Snyder floor covering, Jimco portable buildings, and commercial power equipment. Mr. Stan, thanks for the time. I appreciate you joining us.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here today.
Talk about the corporate partnership. It has started since we came back in the North American Hockey League back in the 2016-2017 season. And what caught your eye about the Mudbugs? And this involvement has been great.
Well, so many of the advertisers that I work with want to do stuff that's community related, and this, of course, is the team for the Shreveport Bossiers, as well as a lot of the architects, and they wanted to be able to show their support for the Mudbugs and for our local team.
And talk about what has been so fulfilling, and really this is now our 5th season, and we've been working with you season by season, and what kind of has stuck out about you that you've really enjoyed that has brought you back year after year?
Well, I enjoy hockey. I'm a big hockey fan, always have been. But for a lot of the advertisers that were just getting new to hockey, one of the things that they've really enjoyed is, again, it's not only that support, but how much their kids enjoy it. Bedroom Sleep Shops. He's got a couple of children, and they've gotten involved. UAPI actually has a couple of younger folks, teenagers, and they've gotten involved with the Junior Hockey League. So it's so much for the whole family to be able to do. It's been a matter of, in a lot of cases, a lot of their children, a lot of their families gotten really involved and really enjoy going to the games.
And one of the exciting projects that fans got to see just a little glimpse of in our video was the new Mudbugs locker room. A renovation thanks to Snyder floor covering. And just talk about that whole project and how all that came about.
Oh, absolutely. Snyder's been with the team for, 3 or 4 years now, and is really a big supporter of it. A lot of his employees will go to the games, always asking for tickets, and want to go if he's got extra tickets to the games and things like that. And just again, what ends up happening so much with the people that come on, advertisers and supporters, ends up really does partnering with the Mudbugs, and Mudbugs try to go to their supporters as well when they need things.
Talk about Jimco portable buildings and what they're all about.
Yeah, Jimco is really into the Mudbugs as well. He's got a young son and daughter, I think their ages around 10 and 12. They are into the hockey. He really likes, again, to support the team. They, of course, in this area are one of the only places that actually locally owned here actually build their own buildings. Most of the time you have to order them out of Minnesota or all the stuff from Minnesota or Oklahoma. He actually has a warehouse right here up near North Market, or right off of North Market, North Shreveport, and is one of the only manufacturers of them right here in the area.
We're always looking to attract more corporate partners for Mudbugs hockey and also pull more fans, especially during these difficult times. What is your most enjoyable part when you're at a Mudbugs game?
I think I'm a little bit different than everybody else in the sense that I'm a huge hockey fan, have been since I was a kid. I can remember watching them long ago on CBS on Sunday afternoons. But I think for the thing that everybody enjoys is how y'all do keep the activities going to the games, whether it's some music, whether it's games on the ice, things like that. You don't just have to be a super hockey fan in order to go to the Mudbugs games, because there's all kind of entertainment. If you're just a casual fan, but you enjoy watching all the different games and all the things that, again, are very family oriented.
And what is the best way for someone to get a hold of you?
The best way to get a hold of me is SS Advertising, but the number 773-6758. Again, that's 773-6758, or stan.stava, S-T-A-V-A, at gmail.com. Or I'm sure, and all seriously, if you call the Mudbugs and say, hey, heard y'all's advertising guy on the radio, or the guy that works with all those clients or whatever, just give us a holler, and or give them a holler. I'm sure they can get in touch with me.
That's Mr. Stan Stava, one of our proud corporate partners of Mudbugs Hockey. Thank you for everything you do.
Oh, well, thanks so much, and I look forward to many years of supporting Mudbugs Hockey.
That'll do it. We'll have more after these messages here on the second intermission show, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In. This is how we Sonic. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Amarillo Civic Center. It's time for the greatest time in sports. Overtime. in the Robertson Cup playoffs. And the Mudbugs are going to have a quick memory and forget about what transpired at 1939 of the third when Harrison Scott was able to tip home a shot off of Yuri Vassinen's stick. Cooper Fensterstock got the secondary helper a shorthanded 5-on-5 extra attacker goal for Amarillo, and in probable fashion has tied this game up at 2. Shots 35-34 in favor of Bugs hockey. Can the Mudbugs overcome the dejection late in the third and lift themselves up here in overtime? Next goal wins the game and takes a 2-1 lead in the best-of-5 series. What a tight series it has been between these two clubs. Mudbugs will skate from left to right. Cole Hudson to my left, Andrew Takix to my right. 20 minutes of overtime, and then if nobody scores in this overtime, we will have another full intermission, and then we'll have a second overtime, and it'll